Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Can you hear me? 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 Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Welcome back to the random show. Welcome back to the random show. Hello, can you hear me? Hopefully you can hear me wherever you are. Let me just up the gain on here. Apologies for a minute. Apologies for the lateness. Apologies for the lateness. Super late. Super late, but super late. But here we are. Apologies. Man fell asleep, but we're here. Man fell asleep, but we're here. Man fell asleep, but we're here. Okay? We're here. What's going on? 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 What have I missed? What have I missed so far? Have you guys been watching the fights? Have you guys been watching the fights? Have you guys been watching the fights? What have I missed in terms of the fights? What have I missed in terms of the fights? What have I missed in terms of the fights? What have I missed? Is it main event yet? We still on the prelims? Cool, we got one more prelim fight. Oh, I missed all the prelims. Annoying, man. I missed all the fucking prelims, basically. It's so annoying. Alright, cool. We got one more prelim left. What is it? Aleba. Is it Aleba? Atiba, sorry. Atiba Gauthier and Treston Vines. That's the most niggery black African American name I've ever heard in my life. Treston Vines. That guy is definitely African American, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Treston Vibes v Adeba Gauthier. Adeba or Atiba Gauthier. Guatoro. So okay, the main event we got Abbas Pfeiffer versus Joe Pfeiffer versus Abbas Magomedov. Magomedov? Yeah, Abbas Magomedov. Looking forward to that one. Okay, cool. Decent little fights going on here. What's the deal, people? How you doing? People? Let me know in the stream chat. How you doing? In the stream chat? How are you doing? What's the dealio? Hope you guys having a good evening. I'm having a decent one so far. Let me check my little stream. Cool. My little stream is saying that Atiba's about to fight soon. Not anytime soon, but sometime soon. So no, let me actually make this Atiba window really small. Let me see if Chrome will let me do that. I'll make the Atiba window really small so that I can maybe watch it a little bit in the background. Not really, but kinda. Let's see if this will work. I'm going to try and see if I can kind of get this to go somewhere behind my OBS so that when I'm talking to you guys, I can kind of watch a little bit of this scanning back over here. Cool. That might work, actually. That might work. Let's see if this works. That might actually work. Yeah, there you go. This might bang. This might be okay. Any people, what's going on in the stream chat? Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you're doing. Big up Bing Bong. I wouldn't say that, man. I need to be here on time. I need to be on here when I say I'm gonna be on here for me to restore the feelings in the Negros. I don't think I restored the feeling just yet. I still got a long way to go. I'm still a little bit too tardy for my liking. So once I get the tardiness sorted out, then I can restore the feeling. Then I can, bring back some hope and faith within the black community. Big up Jack Donahue Jr. Cash Patel's color has joined the chat. It's hilarious. Big up Young Gold Vibes. Big up Abe Martinez. What's that? Lowland, I see you too. LB, I see you. MK, I see you. Brandon Murray, I see you. Gamebred Footballer, Wagwan, my G. And Big Booth as well, I see you. And Ryu Ken. Ryu Ken, kind of a watch along, but kind of not. Mostly gonna cover, gonna do my bread and butter comedy stuff, and I'm gonna be scanning over at the fucking, fights here and there. But I don't have any timers. Bear with me, right? Next UFC card, I'll do the shit properly, and I'll have like a timer and everything, so I can kind of tell you where I'm at in terms of the fights. But so far, we're not gonna do that just yet, okay? Not today. But I'm gonna be scanning over. I got the fight window open up on my thing now. I'm just seeing Treston. I'm just seeing the Gauthier and Vines fight is about to start now. They're doing all graphics and shit. So we're gonna check that out. We're gonna check that out when that starts checking itself out. Yeah, cool. All right, cool. First things first. First things first. I want to go over a couple of things I'm not too sure if I covered in the last episode because I was a little bit all over the place. You know, not great energy and shit. So let's just go over this quickly. Let's go over this quickly. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Maybe what I'll do for the Tom Aspinall fight then is this. Maybe. When's the Tom Aspinall card? Maybe what I'll do for the Tom Aspinall card, maybe I'll book a room then in the studio, and I'll do it properly. You know, I'll do it properly. Maybe for the Tom Aspinall card, it might be worth it booking a room in the studio somewhere, or maybe or should I go watch it in the pub and then stream it? No, I'll shoot in the studio. I'll do it in the studio somewhere. I'll rent a studio, and maybe I'll do the Tom Aspinall fight watch along on there, or make it a whole day worth of event and shit, and make it work. All right, cool. Let's go on. Let's carry on. So first things first, I want to quickly touch on this. Did I tell you guys, did we talk about this Duncan Trussell's statement that he put out? Do you guys remember this? Duncan Trussell's statement. He put out some weird statement about the Riyadh Comedy Festival. I don't know what's going on here with Duncan Trussell. I'm not going to lie. Ever since the Elephant Graveyard video, which I'm sure some of you have watched. If you haven't watched it, please go and check out Elephant Graveyard's latest video essay. It's fucking amazing. You know, the term video essay gets bandied about a lot, but Elephant Graveyard actually created a video essay that has shook the comedy world to its core. Even Rogan, a guy that, you know, takes a lot of joy out of saying he doesn't see anything, he's not aware of anything, even Rogan had to kind of admit through gritted teeth, obviously without directly saying it, but he had to kind of admit that even he watched it. It's really shook a lot of comedians up, especially the ones mentioned. Duncan Trussell gets mentioned in it, and I feel like Elephant Graveyard's mentioning of Duncan Trussell was more so disappointment, like most fans. Was more so like he couldn't believe that the one guy who seemed like the decent one, the normal one, the one that could kind of make Joe see the light, had joined in Joe's freakdom, right? Had kind of joined his side, and he kind of poked a bit of fun at him, talks about his you know, Duncan Trussell's apparent, you know, white knighting of Peter Thiel, and then relating that to Rogan and the fact that Rogan's in bed with Peter Thiel and Elon Musk with their man there. So it was a really eye-opening video. But for whatever reason, this version of Duncan Trussell hasn't responded the greatest to that Elephant Graveyard video. He hasn't responded the greatest. He's come across very, how do I say? It seemed like it's riled him. I also don't think he kind of understands people's problem with him nowadays. Or not even problem, maybe disappointment, maybe. That might be the thing. Because I don't think it's a problem, what he has. It's just what it is, right? He's kind of changed. The Duncan Trussell that we all kind of fell in love with, we were fans of, he's not the same Duncan Trussell anymore. It could be because of, you know, his age. It could just be because he's a family man now, different priorities, who knows. But he's definitely not the same guy that we all used to know and love. And Elephant Graveyard pointed it out. His fans have pointed it out in great detail, especially on Reddit. They really go out of their way to go and point it out, but for every reason he doesn't get it. Anyway, long story less long, he had replied to the Elephant Graveyard in some really shitty video, which I spoke about on my channel, on this channel, sorry. So go check that out, where he did respond to Elephant Graveyard. And now he's kind of responding or trying to clout chase or jump on the bandwagon of the commentary regarding the Riyadh Comedy Festival in Saudi Arabia that a bunch of comedians went to, and not really giving a shit about the human rights violations of that country and shit, which kind of let other people down too. So I guess he's just trying to clout chase, to be fair. It looks like he's just trying to clout chase. So this is Duncan Trussell's attempt to clout chase and jump on the bandwagon of Riyadh Comedy Festival commentary. He writes in his caption, "Wise Guys SLC USA this Thursday, Saturday." So he's using the opportunity to advertise his dates. And in the post itself, it says, "My thoughts on the Riyadh Comedy Festival from the ranch of Duncan Trussell. Before I venture further in this missive, let me just say that I was not invited to the Riyadh Comedy Festival. They fear men like me. They fear my integrity and my courage. Comedy is subjective, but certain traits of comedians are as unchanging as a song of Texas wind whistling through the wild sage. Comedians are moral people, good people, family-minded people. The majority of us are known not only for our witty stories, but for our purity. This is why stand-up comedy is known as the, quote-unquote, the virginal arts. Comedians serve not only to enliven, I think it is, audiences with our jibes, but as watermarks of virtue by which all other men must judge themselves. Why do Woody Allen, Bill Cosby, Tim Allen all have in common? Not just their amazing bodies of work, but their exemplary lives spent seeking justice for the marginalized and speaking truth to power. By the way, in case you're wondering, this is meant to be satire. I know it doesn't sound like it, but in case you're wondering and you're confused, this is meant to be satire. It's not landing that well. It's not really that funny, but this is his attempt at satire. This is his attempt at comedy. Big up Mark Normand. It goes without saying that I'm beyond disappointed to see my brethren travel such a foul land to share their craft, especially when they could just easily perform in America, a country that has never violated a single human right. A shining light upon a hill, God bless her. This weekend, I will not be getting paid $500,000 to perform in Saudi Arabia, but will be at Salt Lake City at Wise Guys, where I'll be forego my jokes to expound upon the writings of Bell Hooks. I hope to see you there in the name of comedy and justice. Duncan Trussell, Mensa/BA Psychology. Again, let's just go to the comments, because the comments will say it better than me. Big up the replies from the comments. A random person. Big up Eddie Pep. What little integrity you had is now gone. Another person. I feel like I'm losing my mind with the amount of people not seeing the sarcasm. This is literally Duncan's brand of comedy. Why are so many people acting like this is a genuine letter? Another person. I love you, Duncan. I really do. But like, it's everything a joke. Is sincerity always cringe? I don't know, man. You just seem to be steeped in whataboutism these days. Those of us who are generally terrified by Americans succumbing to overt fascism, do you think we're just taking it too seriously? Are we being silly? Should we just enjoy the show and giggle when the president posts AI slop about nuclear war? I think you're a wonderful person. I've been on the journey since the Lavender Howard days, but there's a weird nihilistic edge to your output lately. It feels weirdly empty and lacking in any solid ground. I've always loved your absurdism, and I find much of the pushback you've gotten lately to be absurd. The whole Subi thing is lame, but I also truly wonder if you understand why so many of your fans feel like we're being gaslit into this bizarre liminal nihilism, as you like, coping strategy. A lot of us are confused by you lately, and even more confused than you seem to not understand why that is. That's a good point, by the way. That's something that I was trying to not figure out. I couldn't figure out when I was watching it. Like when he was watching his apology, his reaction to the elephant graveyard thing. Why does he seem like he doesn't understand why his fans are upset with him now? Oh, it's over already. It's over already. Oh, it's over already. Wow, Tristan Vines lost. He's all over the place, bro. Big up. Big up. The African power. African power. Tristan Vines is all over the place. Jesus Christ. Brilliant performance. Big up Ateba. Big up Atiba. Big up Atiba. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. He's all over the place. Big up Atiba. How did you get him there? Was that a knee? Oh, brilliant work. That sat him down, innit? Ouch. That knee sat him down. He pinned him up against the cage. Elbows down to the side of the head. He pushed him up. Oh, God almighty. He was out there, innit? He was out. Okay, cool. Big up Ateba. Big up Ateba. Big up Ateba. Yes, let's continue with the letter. It says, all of us are confused by you lately, and even more confused that you seem to not understand why that is, or that you do, and simply don't care, but refuse to ever explicitly say why. It's all just a bit exhausting, much like this long-winded comment. Wow. Okay. Did he reply to this, by the way? Is he a replier to comments, or does he just ignore them? Is he a replier of comments? Let's see. Does he reply? Does he reply? No, he doesn't reply, of course. I don't think he's a replier of comments, is he? Old Duncan. Really sad and disappointing in this new guy you're being. It's like the minute Ramdas died, you forgot everything he ever said. This post is more disappointing to me than Bill Burr actually performing over there for a dude who chopped up a journalist and put them in a suitcase like a month ago. A country that has disappeared a comedian recently because his wife drove a car. You have fallen so fucking far. Sponsored by Palantir. That's good. So I take it you're going to stop talking about spirituality and love since you're just being a funny boy making jokes. Nice cop out. Will forever mourn the old guy. Honestly, man. Is there anything more heartbreaking than being a Duncan Trussell fan? Is there anything more heartbreaking than being a Duncan Trussell fan? Honestly, I feel bad for those guys. Those actual Duncan Trussell fans who loved him for the stuff you'd see from time to time when he came on Rogan, and he's now completely changed. I feel so bad for those fans, man, because that is not the same guy. He is not the same guy at all. At all, man. God damn. It would have been easier just to type, I'm a remorseless sellout. What do I know? Oh, look, that's what I say, but what do I know? Let's just heart that. I see your point, but also recognize that being paid by the same guy who paid to kill Khashoggi makes it feel like they're going to perform for Pablo Escobar. Another person, quote, you don't 9/11 your friend, Shane Gillis. Duncan fucking sucks now, another person. The Holy Trinity. I can't wait to see all the comments of people who completely missed the joke, okay? Well, what a miss, Duncan Trussell. Duncan, I love you, but this ain't it, honey. Had me in the first half. I wonder how Peter Thiel feels about this. At least he has a high hopes for humanity. He knows we deserve to survive. Haha, right on, man. Isn't it hilarious that these comedians go perform for a regime that will chop their head off for dissent? Totally awesome that a bunch of comics signed the censorship pledge. America has done some pretty bad things, so it's exactly the same. Totally one-to-one comparison. Duncan has all the integrities. He just doesn't stay rigid to the path. He'll fall off trail on occasion to find the occasion hidden waterfall. The occasion waterfall, sorry. Our government doesn't book our festivals. The two would be comparable if basically JD Vance bought a comedy festival, told the comedians they were not allowed to make fun of the government or any religion. Jesus Christ. All of yesterday's warriors have hit the highest comedic ceiling you can hit. Quote unquote compromised. Money has made everyone shrug their shoulders and say, oh well, sad. Loved you on Rogan. Being a comedian is all about speaking truth to power until it's all about making Saudi oil money. So yeah, and Theo Von's in the comments too. People are not happy, man. People are not fucking happy, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit. It seems like Duncan's off the reservation, bro. Duncan's off the resi. And someone wrote a letter. A fan on the Duncan Trussell subreddit wrote an open letter pleading pleading for Duncan Trussell to see sense. I don't think it's going to land. I don't think he cares. But let's see. It says, Dear Duncan, you owe me nothing. I've been an avid fan since hearing you on Rogan podcast 10 years ago. Your Midnight Gospel series. Oh yeah, I remember Midnight Gospel. That was actually kind of fun. Your Midnight Gospel series hit a level for me that is hard to describe, mainly because of the mum episode, as I watched them shortly after my mum after losing my mum to cancer, sorry. I clearly hadn't properly grieved, but that episode hit something deep and unquestionably helped me on my journey. I watched your latest episode and it's awful that you and your wife have been attacked, and worst of all, death threats following the Elephant Graveyard video. I remember watching the 666 episode where you mentioned dark forces to Joe Rogan. I'm clearly not the only one who's noticed a shift in him since then. From the sideline, one can only speculate on the cause, but I have seen a guy go from having no political home, with curiosity being his biggest strength, to someone obsessed with culture war fodder, all the while constantly claiming culture wars divide society. Exactly. That's the best way to describe Rogan. That is the best way to describe Rogan. Always complains about the culture war, but seems to perpetuate the culture war. That is Rogan to a T. That is fucking Rogan to a fucking T. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that so fucking much. Instead of qualified experts, his platform now seems reserved for pseudoscientists and conspiracy merchants. Instead of balance, he constantly peddles misinformation that props up one side of the political spectrum. True. The turning point seemed to come with the Spotify deal, COVID, and the move into Austin. I don't think dark forces were paying him off. It was down to his ego. Plenty of public figures have done a 180 on similar ways. Some I respected, some I didn't. Many of them have been on the podcast, carving out careers by leaning into the victim mentality and gaming an algorithm built on outrage. But what unites them is the sense of grievance. Bonus points if the villain is quote unquote the establishment or the mystery day, which is so often used now. I have wasted so much time listening to these people, trying to understand their motives, even asking myself, what am I missing? Is there something I'm not understanding? The Venn diagram of these people who feel personally slighted and now have such a hard on for Trump is almost perfect circle. That's so true. Their revenge and payback mentality always comes down to ego, and the embracing of Trump in their eyes embodies a defiance against society that they've come to despise. The irony being that Trump himself is a figure who has spent a lifetime embodying the very behaviors that those people, or that cause people to feel betrayed by institutions, manipulation, dishonesty, exploitation. What looks like rebellion is actually submission. Kiss the ring and you're in the club. Rogan, the biggest platform or the demographic that arguably won the election, is now a VIP member. Whilst I think the start of Rogan's shift was organic, it's clear that he was influenced along the way. This is mostly a Rogan letter, and it says Dear Duncan, but it's talking mostly about Rogan. He went from saying he would never endorse a president to giving an election strategist a wet dream of time and softball questions for Trump and his team in the weeks leading up to the election. This ended with him peddling MAGA soundbites and lies, topped off with a full endorsement. He's pretty much admitted that it was Dana who persuaded him, and I would guess that his good pal Elon was in his ear too. Depending on what team you're in, some would argue this is an example of dark forces. Others could argue that this is a smart move by MAGA and a big miss by the Democrats. This is the dramatic change in principles that makes me raise an eyebrow. It doesn't smell right, nor does his inconsistencies vocal to call out the left and Democrats crickets when the right MAGA does it. He actually discussed 2024 being the last election with Musk and need to protect Americans' democracy based on the conspiracy theory that Democrats were going to allow illegal voting. He's yet to mention anything about Project 2025, despite over 50% of it becoming real. A man who claims he has the ability to detect bullshit and loves a good conspiracy theory, yet he happily moonlights as a PR washing machine for billionaires. Wow. He happily moonlights as a PR washing machine for billionaires. Those benevolent souls whose algorithms stir up chaos and whose weekend hobbies is fast tracking the end of democracy so that they can unveil their shiny new techno-authoritarian theme park. Rogan's podcast has mostly devolved into a rotating lineup of comics on their knees filleting him. Trump clearly infecting culture like a contagious STD. Don't dare question him. Kiss the ring, doors will open for you. But that's true though, unfortunately. I don't think I've seen a single person whose doors hasn't opened for them. Unfortunately, that's true. Banished are the regular guests that might have the balls to push back on the views. Sam Harris, Bill Burr, Dan Carlin, Rhonda Patrick. Instead are dark forces manipulating Rogan. He's now using his own playbook. At least some comics are now starting to call him and the mothership out. Whilst I found the EG video funny, the Subi eyes felt a bit like it went too far. I also don't think EG was suggesting nor implied you were being paid off by Palantir, as you claimed in your response. It didn't influence me. I already thought of all the above. You're right that the media often distorts reality, and there's several examples of EG doing this for comedic effect. But Rogan is also media, and with that comes a responsibility not to morph into the very MSN beast he once mocked. Biased, sloppy, spreading misinformation. Obviously, it's okay to change, which Rogan has referenced in one of his latest podcasts. But personally, I think Rogan is a lost hope. It seems like no amount of DMT is ever going to help him find his integrity. So true. Which brings no amount of DMT. which brings me to why I'm writing this. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's seen you as a spiritual truth seeker, a voice of reason, and that's why it's been difficult to reconcile what many on this subreddit perceive as your softening towards MAGA. I know you said you felt betrayed after believing Trump would end wars, but many of us could see through the lies a mile away. Of course, it's healthy to hold different political beliefs, and given the Democratic Party's spinelessness, it's understandable why some people look elsewhere. But it's baffling to watch the brain rot and the mental gymnastics that excuses or whitewashes Trump, especially when it comes from someone like you. You don't need to be a Dalai Lama to see that Trump is the spiritual equivalent of a black hole. It's not bots brainwashing good people here to call out inconsistencies. It's something we're generally witnessing with our own eyes. The reason why Elephant Graveyard video is so popular is because it resonates. It's resonating. It's the same way some people get tired of the bullshit from MSM and turn to long form podcasts. People are now getting tired of podcasters because of their bullshit. Having said that, some of the negative comments in the subreddit have crossed the line. It can be cancerous, especially if you're on the receiving end of it. The stakes are high and we are edging closer and closer to civil war. Political violence is not the way forward, and I agree we somehow need to de-escalate. Unfortunately, it appears increasingly likely that Trump is going to turn into what the left has accused him of for a long time, whilst the left is going to gaslight it into being it's going to be gaslit into being blamed for it, and the end of democracy as we know it. Rogan is in a tough spot of his own making. Having played such a big role to helping Trump's rise, I can only see him doubling down here. And you're right. If you're bizarre, it would be bizarre to throw your best friend under the bus just to appease listeners. It just goes without saying, it's normal to feel a grievance after being attacked online. My only ask is this: please don't lump together the small minority of dicks who threatened you or called you a quote-unquote bootlicker Nazi with the far larger group of disillusioned fans who simply felt like the Elephant Graveyard video struck a chord with them. That's a depressing tactic that's being adopted by MAGA by blaming the left for the Kirk assassination. Your delusions stand. To be fair, that's a really good note. I think that the end bit, big up Asad Aziz, the TLDR is this. The TLDR is definitely this, right? It goes without saying normal people feel agreement with it. Yeah, so that's a TLDR right here. Right there is a TLDR. But I think this is really spot on. I honestly think this is really spot on. But unfortunately, I think what this person is not doing is not just coming. You got to come to reality. You got to enjoy these people when they're good, and then when they go bad, they go bad. Like, for instance, I haven't watched Are You Garbage in a while. I don't know if you guys watch that podcast, but I used to really enjoy watching it, and I kind of got bored of it after a while. But I'd imagine the same thing is going to happen with them, right? Or even Matt and Shay's Secret Podcast. Everyone likes Matt and Shay's Secret Podcast, but there will come a point where they're going to make most of their fans annoyed. From my time of listening to podcasts and my disappointment when they break up, case in point being the Joe Budden podcast, right, with Rory and Moore when they were on there. That heartbreak was what it was. But what I realized during that whole time when they were breaking up was that I also enjoyed the best period of that pod. I enjoyed it in its fullest. I kind of it kind of served its purpose for me, helped me to kind of waste some time working a dead-end job. But I think that's what you're meant to do. I think you're just meant to enjoy them for what they are. I don't think you ever should believe they're gonna last forever, and you're just gonna have to take it how you take it. However it comes, however it evolves in the future, is how it evolves. If you decide to stay on and listen, cool.
Powerful bunch.
If you move on, you move on. Big up Asad Aziz.
Theo bombing on stage. Runs backstage to get his confidence again. Bombs. Runs back to be fed his line. Then flubs it. Runs back once more. Returns to stage. This time with brand new Kimber 1911. Gives the crowd a grin.
It gives the crowd a grand finale. Oh my god, bro. Big up Asad Aziz. I cannot endorse or co-sign any of these messages, but they're fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Yo, big up the Kimber 911, man. Big up the Kimber 911. That fucking one little video nearly got my entire channel taken off. Jesus Christ, Jack Donaghy Jr. Jesus Christ, Jack Donaghy Jr. Oh, you need to relax. You guys need to relax, please. I beg of you. You guys need to relax. You guys need to bring the temperature down, please. He's just a comedian. He's just trying to be funny, man. He's just trying to, he's just trying to create some moments. That's all he's doing. Don't be too mean. Don't be too mean on Theo. Leave Theo alone, okay? He's just a young man, right? He's just a young man in his late 40s, I think. He's just a very young man in his late 40s trying to figure life out. Don't be too hard on him, okay? Don't be too hard on him. Don't be too hard on him. Please, I beg of you. don't be too hard on Theo. Just a young man trying to sort his life out in real time. It's not easy. He's trying his best given his resources. Not too sure if he's gonna get there, but he is trying his best. He truly, truly is trying his best. I promise you. Yeah, he's trying his best. Big old Theo Von is only trying his best. Where is that? Actually, I want to show you what he's doing actually out there. Where's the fucking video? Where's the video? I want to show you what that guy is doing out there. He's doing some madness out there. Your guy's doing some madness out there. Some absolute madness. Why can't I find this video? Okay, maybe I didn't save it. Oh yeah, I did save it. There you go. Theo, look what Theo's doing out here. Look at what Theo is doing out here, bros. You want to see what Theo's doing out here? I'll show you. Look what Theo's doing out here. Look what Theo's doing. Look what Theo's actually doing out here.
Over to the circle stage, but you are such a Vandy fan that you actually bought former head coach Derek Mason's house. You live in his house.
I live in former coach Derek Mason's old house. That's true.
Did he leave anything in there?
Give him a break. I think he went 0-16. Cut him some slack. I'm not joking. Bless him. Bless you, Derek. Yeah, he did. He left some trophies in there. I got to get back to him. And a plunger, too, actually.
Well, we'll talk about that later. Well, the guys are ready for your second round of picks, so go ahead, right up there.
Oh, I'm already gone?
You're already going. See you later.
Will I see you again?
No, I hope not. Over to the circle stage.
That is amazing. Honestly, shooting your shot like that in real life on live TV, that takes some balls. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like Theo. Shooting your shot like that in real life on live TV, that takes some balls. And he got turned down. She was like, no. She said, no, mate. Honestly, that's gotta hurt. She said, no.
He did. He left some trophies in there. I got to get back to him. And a plunger, too, actually.
Well, we'll talk about that later. Well, the guys are ready for your second round of picks, so go ahead, right up there.
Oh, I'm already gone?
You're already going. See you later.
Will I see you again?
No, I hope not.
Will I see you again? I hope not. I hope not. Honestly, women are awful, man. Women are fucking awful. Women are fucking awful. I hope not. God almighty, give him a break, man. Give him a try. Give him a chance. I saw someone say the meme. Someone said online, like, you know, and they say, what's the worst that she can say is what? Someone made a meme of like, and people say the worst you can say is no. And then you play this video, right? Innit? That's what they say. Men should approach women more often in real life. The worst thing she can say is no. It's like, well, no is kind of bad, right? Depending on what kind of no you get, it can hurt. That's a no that hurts. That's not a normal no. You know what I mean? That's a no that's gonna hurt your soul. You're gonna think about that every day for the rest of your life, probably.
And a plunger too, actually.
Well, we'll talk about that later. Well, the guys are ready for your second round of picks, so go ahead, right up there.
Oh, I'm already gone?
You're already going. See you later.
Will I see you again?
No, I hope not.
I hope not. Jesus Christ, lady. Give Theo a chance. He's just a young child. He's just a young child trying to figure it out. Talking about being a young child. Talking about being a young child. Did we talk about these videos? We did, right? I'm sure we did, but let me go over it one more time. Theo explains why he bombed at the taping of his stand-up comedy special for Netflix. Remember that viral video of him kind of, you know, not doing well, and then at the end of the show saying, hey, I'm just trying to hold myself together so I don't unalive myself, right? He tries to explain it and make sense of it. He gives a pretty good, you know, explanation for it, but I think at the core of his explanation is that he just wasn't prepared. He wasn't prepared. He didn't do the work enough. He didn't do enough work beforehand, prep and whatever else it may be. He went up there unprepared, and he paid the ultimate price. So let's view Theo Von explaining why his set didn't go well at the Netflix taping.
So now I have this thing with security, but then you get a security person and they now if you're walking on a security guy, then that's kind of uncomfortable. Because now you're like, it kind of makes you spooked. You're like, well, what's going on? So
by the way, this bit he's talking about, I cut the bit off. I didn't include that. I should have included that. I fucked up. But the section before this, he mentioned that Charlie Kirk's assassination really shook him up. Before this, I didn't cut it properly. I edited it wrong. You know, I'm an idiot. But in the original podcast, if you listen to it, he does mention towards the beginning, I think it's like 90 minutes in or something, he does mention that the Charlie Kirk assassination really shook him up, which I think is kind of nice to see, because I think there's too many. I myself am the same. I think most of us are too nihilistic and too cynical and too black-pilled, and we're too unbothered. But it is quite refreshing to hear somebody say that they were really, really disturbed, really affected by the video of Charlie Kirk getting assassinated, and it's kind of fundamentally changed them as a person, and they're still trying to come to grips with everything now, and it's kind of still on their mind. I think too many of us, myself included, just moved on the next day like it never fucking happened. But I think Theo was really shook up about it, so when he went to record his Netflix comedy special, it was in the back of his mind, you know? It was in the back of his mind. Am I next? Am I next? Am I next? Am I next?
just like all of that's happening, and then we get to just the job, right? Like,
Big up Young Old Vibes. I get it. When I mess up at work, I want to quit and hide in the hole. No, when you mess up at work, you want to jump out the nearest window, right? You're like, don't you? If you give me a bad appraisal, right, manager? If you give me a bad appraisal, I'm just going to throw myself out the window. That's very normal, isn't it? I wonder how that would work in a workplace, by the way. Has anyone tried that? If you guys sack me, I'm gonna off myself. Has anybody ever tried that? Have you heard of somebody in your workplace doing that? If you give me a written warning, I might end it. It's like, what?
which is performing, speaking in front of strangers. Like, you had just seen this thing with Charlie Kirk, right? It's like we all watch somebody get lit up. We all watch somebody get murdered casually on our phones, right? Like, and I don't mean to say it like that, but that's how it came across to us. There's no warning on a lot of video you see, and like, so just a lot of I think unnecessary pressure.
By the way, the camera switching I read online is some sort of technique to basically make you focus more, to hold your concentration or retain your attention or something. It's a technique people do in video where you kind of slightly change the angle so you're always paying attention because of the cuts, I guess, or something like that. But it's annoying. Don't get me wrong. I know it's annoying, but it's not my fault. It's the way Theo films his pod. He kind of has these little. I think he's got 3 cameras. I think there's that one that kind of switches slightly to the, that kind of pans slightly to the left, and then he's got another one that's like fully to the left. You know, that he kind of looks up at, sort of thing. So I think it's a technique. Just annoying though.
A lot of stress going on that I did. Some of it I was aware of, and some of it you just don't know you're aware of it, I think. You know, because I think like you just, sometimes you don't know what stress.
Pick up Young Old Vibes. Does T-Fat-K camera switch? Yeah, it does, yeah. T-Fat-K camera, they have the camera that, the wide angle lens that picks up both of them. And then they have the individual cameras that picks up their faces. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. So there's one wide angle, and then they've all got one cam for their faces. But Chin's not really good at the switching thing.
Stress you're holding. You know, one day there was I got a call from a friend of mine, and they said they were going into rehab. And I just started bawling, right? And I didn't realize that there was a part of me that was waiting to hear that from them, and that it really made me feel some type of way, you know? So sometimes it's like you just don't know what stresses you're holding. Anyway, so we get to the shows, right? We're there, and it's a lot, you know?
Oh, by the way, that car that you just saw there with his logo, I think that's where there are going to be ads. To be fair to Theo, I think he did it in an attempt to not seem like he was trying to cash in on his like mental breakdown or whatever, or his kind of, you know, suicide baiting, you could say. But that cut is where he would have put an ad. So if I'm not mistaken, on the actual full video, the ad only starts. He only starts putting in ads after he finishes the section where he talks about in detail why his Netflix comedy taping went so bad. After that's finished, that's when the first ad starts. So he kind of tried to be conscious, I guess, of that, not to make it seem like he was trying to do it for clicks and views and shit.
No, it's a lot. There's a lot of like last minute choices to be made. It seemed to go messier than the past specials that I'd taped, right? It seemed to be a lot more confused.
But didn't Brendan say that you've always had an issue with taping your specials? Brendan, one of your best friends, in an effort to defend you or flex or whatever he was doing, you know, inadvertently revealed that he always has issues. He's hooking up, but which is fucking crazy as a friend to say, but hey.
Fusion, and it all could have been just kind of my perception, right? Because what started to happen was on this day I was starting to feel a little bit like, I don't know if manic is the word. I don't know what manic means. I've said manic, but I don't manic meaning. Let me see. What does it mean when someone is manic? Oh, it says trying to meet mans. That's the first one. Like, this is fucking, see, this is how bad shit's gotten.
One second.
You know,
I got to reload my UFC screen. One sec. I got to reload my UFC screen. One sec. One second. It just, there you go. Let me get, okay, the sound's not on as well. Good. Let's go back.
No, you're trying to figure out if you have some sort of an anxiety disorder, and next thing you know, you're getting damn emails from a local men's bar or whatever. It is defined as an extremely unstable, euphoric, or irritable mood along with an excessive activity or energy level. Okay. Excessively rapid thought and speech.
Big up Tommy, Chin is producing God. What do you expect? Fair play. Big up Tommy. And big up the Rinks. On the other reaction videos to this, that Theo uses writers to write his jokes, and that's why he's calling off stage from punchlines. Really? I didn't know that. Does Theo, I don't think I've heard Theo say he uses writers either. Is that something that's well known? Is that a secret? I don't think I've heard Theo ever say he uses writers. Have you? Interesting. I had no idea that's true. I don't know if that's true or not. But big up the Rinks for the update here. Big up Riding Aces. Have you watched Dented Zone? No, not yet. That's the Kino Casino documentary on DSP, isn't it? No, I'm not watching it just yet. But I'll definitely check it out. Maybe I'll do a reaction. Maybe we'll watch it along a stream one day. Not today because I'm not going to be staying on super late. But I haven't watched that one yet. Is it good? Let me know.
I probably could have used a little more of that. So I think I started to feel kind of mildly manic. I think it was just being off the medication. I think, and it wasn't insane. It was just little things. Like the second I got on stage, the first show, I couldn't feel any moisture in my mouth. And I started to feel like, you ever remember that feeling if you were in high school and you got high and then you were standing there talking to your friends and you were just too high and you were just literally standing there just trying to pretending to be yourself a little bit? So I had a little bit of that going on. And it started off.
I don't know, man. I don't think I care about that. I think that's a shit excuse. Isn't he a 20-year comic? Maybe more. He's been trying to be famous since, you know, he left fucking college. Like, why are you getting dry mouth? Why are you getting, you know, anxiety, stage fright before you go and perform when you're meant to be like a proper professional? I don't know, man. I don't know if I buy it. I don't know if I give a shit either. I don't know if I buy it. I don't know if I give a shit. I think he just didn't prepare. I think he didn't prepare for his Netflix comedy taping, which seems fucking insane. Considering the money and whatever else is involved, the status and shit. But I don't think he did. But that's a bit wild, honestly. I don't think I give a shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Off choppy. The first show, it started off kind of choppy. We were doing like a new intro with Joey Diaz at the last minute, and he was pretty goomed up. You know, he's Coco, and it was a blessing that he was there, but we hadn't ran through it, and so it's just like a lot of like things at the last minute.
But why would you do last minute things when you're taping a comedy special, a Netflix comedy special? I get things come up, but why would you do last minute things when you're taping such a big thing? You know. A Netflix one. If it's like your own thing on YouTube, it doesn't really matter. You can change it until the last minute. When you do something with, you know, you gotta fucking work around their schedule too. I don't know. It seems a bit weird that, but what do I know?
But yeah, I'm on stage, and the second half of the first show went good. And there were some beats that I got that had like an emotional piece to them that I wanted, and that felt exciting.
Big up Frizzle. It does. I don't feel it's an excuse. He seems to explain it fair. Yeah, I'm guessing he does. But I agree more with Z Frizzle. My thing is more Z's point of view. He flopped. He needs to accept it and move on. Essentially, I don't think explaining it or trying to explain it or whatever he's doing is gonna work. Just take the L, dust yourself up, and go again. It's not that deep.
But the whole
Maybe it's not that deep to us. It's more deep to him. But still, I think in the grand scheme of things, everyone has bad shows. Everyone has bad sets. Just go and redeem yourself next time.
show, it was there were parts where I just couldn't remember the next thing. I couldn't remember like my next sequence. Like I was having trouble just keeping track of stuff. And that's when I really was like, oh man, I'm just off tonight. You know, I just, you know, it had just like, I'm just off tonight. And I think I remember saying to the audience, like, thank you guys just for being here for me, you know, like, and the audience was cool, man. People were happy to be there. They were super stoked when I came out. I started to feel bad that I wasn't giving them the best show, but the show ended up going a little bit long, blah, blah, blah. We get to halftime or in between the two shows, and Chris Rock is backstage. He's there. My favorite, right? Like, I mean, I see Chris Rock smile and you just feel like it's going to be good.
That's nice. That's a nice moment.
It's almost like when, you know, somebody that was good in class at making a good joke, and then you see him and you're like, oh, the Michael Jordan has arrived, you know, like that thing, like
big up Young Old Vibes. AZ failed in marathon 30 times, but he kept trying and he did it. It wasn't 30 times. I think it was about 8 or 10. It wasn't 30. Put some respect on my name, Young Old Vibes. It wasn't 30. It was maybe 8 to 10. Okay, have some respect.
So anyway, seeing him, and it kind of like I was like almost way so excited about seeing him. Like I was very excited, but then I realized I was kind of overexcited. He enjoyed the show, you know, and so I went into the second show feeling like, okay, I got to figure some of this out. I couldn't tell if people were like being like legit, like, okay, was it good? Was it bad? What was going on? And then I took an ice bath between the shows. I was doing my yoga, the same usual stuff I do. Anyway, sorry, I know this is getting long, but and then we did the second show, and the second show started out fire. First 22 minutes, we're cooking, and then I couldn't remember stuff.
Jesus Christ.
And we didn't put a teleprompter. We've done it for other.
I don't hear him talk about rehearsals much. It could just be he just didn't rehearse. It could just be as simple as that. He doesn't really talk about rehearsals much or anything. It's like, if you're gonna have different intro elements and shit, you gotta have rehearsals so everyone knows what they're doing, kinda, no? Fucking hell.
Other specials, we didn't do it, and that was a bad choice. I don't know if I probably made the choice for sure. I don't remember, but so I had to ask for help. You know, I was like having to ask off stage because I wanted to get everything in sequence. You know, and I think I got.
That sequence comes when you do your set regularly, no? When you're booked regularly, no? When you're out in clubs regularly, no? That's when that shit happens, no? I could be mistaken. Come on, okay. Okie dokie.
Got stuck on this like sequence thing, and it was just hard, man. It just, you know, I didn't feel like myself. I felt like I was trying to kind of pretend to be myself. And it wasn't insane or extreme. It just, that was it. And we got to the end of the show, and we were standing around afterwards with the producers and the director, my friend Kevin, and just like, did we get it? You know?
Why are you asking someone if you got it? You know you didn't get it. You know you didn't get it. So why are you asking? Big up Koila, Wagwan Koila. I don't think he realized it, but Joe Diaz had a clip of backstage and he was telling Theo it was like a morgue back there. Holy shit. Okay. Not the greatest person that you want. He's not to be in your corner, isn't it? Fucking hell, Joe Diaz. Yeah.
Did we get it? excuse me, did we get it good enough? You know, because I want this special to be, you do the material for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And my buddy Neil Brennan said this the other day before it. He said, I got hair in my eyes today. He said, dude, this is the last time you'll ever spend with this material.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's really the last time you'll probably ever do it. And this material's it's been a friend to me over the years. It's been, it's taken me around the world. You know, it's gotten me to see a lot of people that love me and that I love. So that was just a neat sentiment of a way to like embrace the material and stuff. But I was just at the end of the night, I was like, I don't know if we got it. And they're like, yeah, well, let's edit together something and see. And I was like, okay, but I couldn't feel the magic, I just was off. And
could you imagine how it must, because me personally, I guess it's easier to talk from my position because I'm like a very minute person within the grand scheme of things. But I've always believed in the mantra in how you do small things is how you're going to do big things. And when it comes to my DJing and stuff, that's why I've always prided myself in, even when I'm playing in fucking craft breweries, if I'm ever DJing somewhere, I will always approach that set the same way that I'd approach the first time I ever get paid to play in Berghain or something. I take it all seriously. I'm checking out tunes, I'm practicing mixes and stuff, transitions, mixes. I'm doing all that sort of shit, right? So I can put on a good show, irrespective of where it's at. Can you imagine how it must feel for a fan of Theo's who pays to go see him at in some theater, or who goes to go see him in some comedy club, and you're hearing this from him at his Netflix comedy special? He's not even, trying hard enough or doing enough good of a job. So imagine how bad it must have felt when you went to Liverpool, or wherever he was at before. It must have felt, okay, cool. Because Jesus Christ, man, I just find this interesting. Like, he doesn't practice his set. He has no idea what he's gonna say, so he has to go back behind the curtain and have people tell him, "Oh yeah, you're on this part. Next thing you need to talk about Mexicans." Then you go, "It's like, brother, it's your material. Why don't you know this off by heart? Why don't you have a Rolodex of your greatest hits in the back of your mind you can pull out from, or maybe instances that happen on the pitch? Just do something, bro. Not that difficult at all. But hey, maybe it is."
And that was it. We left the show. We left the theater. We took pictures. I went up by the stage at the end of each show and was like taking pictures of people that were sitting there, and that's when some girl. There was a clip of me,
girl,
which I think this is what really this is what made things ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that is some girl.
Where in passing, I just was like, or I don't know if it was.
That is some girl. That might be Kesha. I think that was took the picture for him. It's this really well-known London artist, creative person who moved to Los Angeles time ago, and she's now like a full-time artist, whatever, or something. Yeah, leisure something. Okay, now what a horror. That's a brilliant back to me. The unit's quite good. Jesus.
In passing, I haven't seen the clip honestly, and I haven't been online. I woke up the next day to like a bunch of things like, bro, what's up? Or things like that. And I was like, oh my God.
Can you imagine being that scared of the internet? I don't check my comments. I don't. It's like, brother, why are you so scared of social media? It's not that deep, really. Like, it's calm. As long as you don't lose the ball in dumb places, it's kind of calm. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of fucking calm. But maybe I did lie. Maybe I did freaking lie. Another bad password by India, sorry. Okay, cool. Well done. Good block there. Don't try and chip in it. Of course not. Someone calm the ball down, please. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Nearly. Shit. What? Finish.
What's going like the,
Oh, sorry. 1 second. Let me load my thing again. One moment. Give me 1 minute. Let me load my thing. My UFC crashed again. Honestly, man, I should just get fucking TNT, shouldn't I? Okay, Mo, who's walking out now? I don't know who that is. They look kind of short. Who's walking out? Who's in the octagon right now? All these pop-ups. Go away. Let's see. Will it load? Who is it? Oh, I don't recognize that. Who's that? That is okay. That's Joe Pfeiffer versus Abbas Magamodev. Cool. Let's go. Let's continue with Theo.
Did I steal somebody's horse? Did I hit somebody with a vehicle? I have no idea. It's just kind of alarming.
Oh, nice. Big up Jack Donny Jr. If you do get a freebie and you go see Joe List, when I stream again tomorrow, please let us know how the show was. Hopefully he replies back. Hopefully he sorts you out with something. Push you on the little list. But if you do end up going, I'd love to find out. I'd love to know what you think. Was it good? Because I quite find Joe List funny on pods. I think they work really well together, him and Mark, on Cheers with Stories. So I'd love to know what his stand-up is like.
And then a buddy of mine sent me a clip, and I could just see the outside. Is like you could see me on stage, and then people were asking me about suicide, and I was like, "Oh God."
You didn't seem upset about it or the question. Actually, was it even a question?
And I don't.
Or did he just say he wasn't trying to XYZ?
I don't even remember exactly what I said, but I can certainly see me saying something like, "Oh, just try not to take my own life," which I understand it's not a joke to some people, right? It's not a joke to me.
Most people, because I think he must have got so many concerned calls and texts and emails from just his friends, So yeah, you don't play with that sort of shit, in my opinion. But hey, what do I know?
But it is something that I'll say stuff sometimes. I say stuff, right? You know that. If you've listened to this show before or seen anything, I say stuff.
Yeah, but on stage is different.
I would never take my own life. Okay? You hear that, Israel? I would never take my own life.
He's a funny guy.
I'm grateful to God for his grace in my life.
Okay, congrats.
I love my siblings. I have so many friends and people that love me and people that I want to see their children grow up. I'm hopeful that I get to have a wife and meet my own children one day. Like there's a ton of things in my life that keep me alive and hopeful, right? I want to be able to have an impact in the world. Those are just a few of them probably, I mean, so many just moments we've shared on this show that I'm like, oh, I live for those things, I mean, I want to see Vandy win a championship. So I'm going to have to be alive for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But anyway, that was, so I woke up to that. Okay. And I was like, oh, man.
So basically, that's it. That's his explanation. I still think there's a lack of general preparedness that he didn't, do. I do believe anxiety and all that stuff is definitely real. I think he kind of hams up his mental health issues a bit though, I don't know if that's how you can prove that or whatever, but I do think he kind of hams it up a little bit for the cameras because they're always fucking in stock. But who cares? The jammies are fucking hilarious too. But yeah, I guess that's what happened. Whatever. RIP to that kid, I guess, isn't it? Let's move on. Let's actually do an American Redact. Big up American Redact. Got a new video. Was it titled Austin comedy scene is quietly collapsing? Why is it? Why the Austin? No, it's not why actually. It's just the Austin comedy scene is collapsing. Cool. Let's watch this quickly. Or not quickly. Let's watch this. Big up American Redact. He's a fucking legend. And then I'm gonna pause and get myself a drink. All that good shit. Let's go. Come on, bro.
If I meet you. When you're hanging out with another comedian, he says the N-word around you for the first time?
Yeah.
I like that. That's a little trust that I'm in the circle.
Here we go. Let's talk about this real quick, okay?
Uh-huh.
I'm not with that you guys are doing in Austin.
What do you mean?
Well, let's be real. I don't like some of the words you guys use freely.
Like what?
That's funny. That's a good bit. That's a good little joke. I'm not really a fan of that guy, that Ari Mantis, but that was funny.
Yeah, it's like edgelord. It's like
not all of it.
I know, but it's becoming so hacky to me that 100%. You guys use these words just for the shock factor.
100%.
Like, I'm not into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think the R word. Sometimes, but I would never say the N word. in any environment.
Okay.
On March 7th, 2023,
Okay.
Joe Rogan officially made the comedy mothership open to the public, which started an epic comedy bull run in Austin, Texas. And all of Joe Rogan's comedy pals moved to Austin in hopes of capitalizing on the gravitational pull of the Rogan sphere. And for 2 years or so, they absolutely did. Like, for a long time, there was no other city in the United States whose comedy scene was growing faster. And even though it was immediately slapped with the anti-woke label, it was never as controversial to perform there as it is now. Because over the past few months or so, the Austin comedy scene's reputation has taken a hit so bad that honestly it feels like it's been rug pulled past the point of no return. And now it's almost trendy to recognize that that style of comedy there is in fact hack. Mark Maron, Dan Soder, Anthony Jeselnik, and even Bobby Lee, as you saw in the opening clip there, have all spoken publicly about how the comedy in Austin is a disgrace, which I'm sure you're aware of by now, as those clips have been circling all corners of the internet. So what I wanted to cover in this video today are first-hand stories from the green room of the mothership that smaller comedians and internet figures have leaked online. Because these are stories told by people who genuinely tried to be a part of the Austin comedy scene, but had such a bad experience that they had to speak out about it. For example, this smaller comedian named Mark Pugh moved to Austin a while back in hopes of growing his name, but just recently moved away because the other comics there wouldn't stop bringing up his race whenever they were around him.
I personally don't want to be the only black person around
Interesting.
a bunch of white people, and the only thing y'all saying to me is some shit about how I'm black. Like, a dead ass don't want to be around that shit. Because when I'm around, if I'm around the only white person, I'm not gonna be like, hey, you white. That's some white people shit. I don't do that in conversation. We might do that shit on stage, maybe. But even then, bro, let's have better shit to say on stage. There's a lot of people that don't know when to stop trying to be a clown, trying to out funny each other, and don't none of it be funny. I don't want to hear 50 white guys come up to me and almost say the N-word. It's like 50 white people come to you and say, "What's up, my ninja?" I don't want to hear that shit. Just almost saying the N-word or trying to say it. Let's talk about something else.
And honestly, this clip tells you just about everything you need to know about the so-called comedy mecca in Austin. A brand new comic moves there chasing the dream.
By the way, am I the only person that thinks this happened too quickly? Or has this been a long time coming? Like, how are people already calling out the Austin comedy scene already? It's already gone to shit. It's already gone to shit. Like, I thought it would take a lot longer than this. But Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck they doing over there?
Only to end up leaving because every conversation with other comics boiled down to, hey bro, you're black. Haha, get it? Like, it is the absolute cheapest, laziest way to get a laugh, and the fact that it happened enough times for this guy to finally move cities just speaks volumes to why Austin comedy is seeing a decline recently. Like, the mothership is an echo chamber where the only thing comedians know how to do is tiptoe around slurs. Because in Austin, offensive equal funny, I guess. No wonder the whole scene already feels like it's collapsing under its own hype. Another thing that points to the mothership's downfall is that the biggest names there, like Joe Rogan, Tony Hinchcliffe, and even Shane Gillis, are some of the most sensitive comedians imaginable, which is sort of ironic. Like, a huge part of their jobs revolve around roasting, but as soon as someone says something that they don't like, they get all butthurt about it and kick them out of the club. So much so that Joe Rogan has his ex-Navy SEAL bodyguards lock up your cell phone before entering the club. I mean, Joe...
Hold on, are those the Navy SEALs? Those guys?
Like, they get all butthurt about it and kick them out of the club. So much so that Joe Rogan...
Get the strap. Get the strap. I love it. I fucking love it. Somewhere in Stratford, Newham or West Ham, I think. It's West Ham tube station, but I don't think it's the one. I don't know which one it is. What's that address? Did I get it for you? Put it on the computer already. Cool. I don't know. Forgot it. I forgot. Cool. While we look for that, let's move on to here. Let's press escape and let's see what we can go here. Bear with me a sec. Actually, let's quickly go and find the kids subreddit then, because I don't think there's anything there to check out. Let's go quickly and find the kids subreddit. What have I missed out on? What have I missed out on here? Pick up the stream chat. If you're watching, you like what you see what you like, make sure you smash the like button throughout the entirety of the show. Smash your like button, get the fucking feeling in your lungs, in your veins and shit. And we go again. You got me? Cool, let's do this. T-Fat-K read it. T-Fat-K read it. Let's see what they're saying. But this is a very black and white. Let's get this.
Success for you with this special?
Good question. I don't know. For me, put it on YouTube, which was against, when you talk about listening to people, I have suits that work for me, agents and managers. Clearly, they wanted to go with a major network, which I think was a mistake, which I learned from the Showtime, because when you do that, you're compared to the other guys on that network. And so the networks that made offers,
I don't believe you.
Exactly.
I've been down that road. I'm not like those guys. My journey's different. But also, I'm not like you or Akash, where you guys are putting material out all the fucking time. The only material on me is from This Is Not Happening on Comedy Central, which was, I filmed 6 years ago when I was a year into stand-up. So that's the only material. So I need this where people can see it, so they can see how hard I'm working, how much better I've gotten at stand-up. Really, dude? So to me, YouTube made all the sense in the world. Because I can control it, I can put out clips that I want, the whole marketing behind it, I can do everything. And I enjoy doing that. And then I also have the team who can pull it off. Shot by the Thick Boy crew, the staff, edited, the music from Little Brows, who I found. So it just made sense.
Yeah.
So to me, I just want content out that everybody can see.
I don't know why he tried to. I guess deep down, there was quite a lot of insecurities about being axed from Showtime, about there not being any offers from major streaming platforms to buy his special. Gringo Papi at that time, right, his second one. But it really is a stuff of like confidence, isn't it, and lack thereof. Because I swear, if like anybody else is dead, that probably doesn't go in. So I guess you got to give him Boomo some credit that way, right? I guess. I don't know. Let's continue on with this video. Like I said, I feel like Brendan did feel kind of, in my opinion, from reading in between the lines, it felt like he was, who those ladies? It felt like he was, what's that word called? Trying to make up for or disguise the fact that he was upset by trying to make it seem like all these networks are trying to go after him, essentially. I got sacked from Showtime, but I don't want to show my haters, especially, that they've got one up on me, so I'm going to pretend like I play for the other team. The other team ain't going to announce who is or isn't because they don't have the finances to it. That's it. One bam. But hey, let's continue anyway.
Why not just put out clips?
You could have.
He never thought about that in that moment, He truly had never thought about just uploading clips of the special. Instead of putting out a whole 30-minute special, just upload the clips. He never actually thought of that ever. He just sat there like, he tried to pretend like he did, but he didn't.
I have so many clips, we shot now. We released 30. So I have so many clips in the chamber ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I would have told you to do. Because it's going to exist in clips no matter what.
So we put out that material, which I wanted to get rid of, right? So want to put that out. And then the clip, we cut up in the clips too, which will be rolling. Right. So, both.
And those are going to create more portals for people to see what you're doing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just allows
I think where I'm
trying to help him.
It's the move, man. It's the move. It makes sense for so many reasons.
Yeah.
But as far as success, I don't know.
Like a number that makes you go, yo, this is what I want.
1 million a week.
If it hits a million, I'll feel like the success.
Yeah.
Anything under a million, I'm like, all right, we got work to do. There's a numerical value of how many people fucked with you.
Yeah.
Very clear. How many people fucked with you?
Yeah.
Netflix, Comedy Central.
You know what's funny? About that numerical number that he talks about? BGL revealed during one of his crash outs, aka AMAs, actually. Was it a crash out? When did he say that? I don't know. Big up BGL though. He said it sometime. BGL revealed, that was something we all knew, Brendan bought views for Gringo Papi. I think at the time when it was in a week, I think it had got like 200,000 views or something. Way off the 1 million. So I think he bought 1 million views because he didn't want to look bad. He didn't want to have the trolls have one up on him and shit. So he bought views. Then he started acting like he got the views legit, which he didn't, obviously. But that was fucking hilarious, by the way.
Troll, Amazon, Hulu, all that.
Yeah, shout out Little Brows, man. Where is Little Brows? Good thing. Big up Riding Aces. Where the fuck is Little Brows? What's he up to? I've not heard from him. Little Brows. Let's see. Instagram. There he is. He's got the Instagram handle Brows. Wow. I wonder if he paid for that, or did he get? Oh no, he's got the Instagram. Is it Brows? No, it's Little Brows. But he just writes Brow. Okay, cool. I thought he had the Instagram. Who's got the Instagram Brows? Is that a company? Who's got BROWS? No one. Wow, someone's just holding it hostage. Someone's just holding it hostage. What's he up to anyway? What's Lil Brows up to? What's he been up to? Anything new from him lately? When was this posted? December. Oh no. Oh, okay, cool. 4 weeks ago. So I guess this is what he's been up to. Let's see. Lil Brows has put out a song, yeah? Let's see. Bear with me a second here. Is that an AI? I think that's an AI video, right? I want to see something. Is that the one? No, this one here. So let's. Bear with me a second. I want to see what he's up to.
Nights like this, I'm on overdrive.
He's out here making music.
Like this, I'm getting over.
He's out here making music still. Lil Brows still out here making music, I guess. Posting pictures. Who's that of? His older brother passed away, I guess, as ZP. So RIP ZP. What else has he done? Was that maybe a tribute to his brother? Maybe that what we heard earlier.
My bitch a pressure cut, little demon in the cut. You mean?
Let's pause that. Sorry. Okay, cool. So Lil Brows is still about. Lil Brows is still about. Actually, he's still about. He's still about. He's still about. He's still about.
All those other HBO Showtime, I have no idea. Really? I have no. They're not going to tell you. Showtime I knew because I have a really good friend who deals with it, so I knew how well it was doing. Yeah. And they did a promo code to see who would sign up, so I knew how well that did. But this is very black and white.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, you get to actually see the views.
Listen. Hold on 1 second. Let me quickly rewind that. So I had to quickly open the window to get warm in here.
Amazon, Hulu, all those other HBO Showtime, I have no idea.
Really?
I have no. They're not going to tell you. Showtime I knew because I have a really good friend who deals with it, so I knew how well it was doing. Yeah. And they did a promo code.
This. I didn't. Maybe I'll rewatch this interview again. I didn't realize it was so tense. Am I the only one that realized this? I did not realize how tense this interview was. It feels like he's getting grilled. It feels like a deposition or something. No. This interview was mad. This was him during his promo for Gringo Pappy, and it feels really, really tense. Like he's talking. Maybe his tone. Maybe he sounds super defensive. Maybe Schultz is not helping it because Schultz kind of feels like Schultz's tone kind of sounds like he doesn't really believe what Brendan's saying, but because Brendan's his boy, he's not going to call him out on air because he knows, his trolls go after him. But it feels like I didn't remember it being this tense. It feels really odd. This is meant to be part of your fucking promo run, and you're out here like you're getting grilled in the police interview or something. Relax, Papa, relax.
Code to see who would sign up, so I knew how well that did. But this is very black and white.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, you get to actually see the views.
Listen, and then also the feedback. Yeah. Complete 180 from Showtime.
But you don't look at the feedback.
But I don't look at the feedback, but I get it from my team.
Gotcha.
Big up, ASON. They usually use Premiere Pro, brother. Big up Grown Baby Golf. Big up Jack Downey Jr. Even I don't know. Some people use Premiere Pro. I mostly use iMovie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit basic. I still use iMovie. But I also don't do all these cool clips. I just do standard fucking clips and shit and cuts, so it's a bit easier to use. But yeah, that was funny, man. That was funny. What a time to be alive. I would give anything, man. I would give anything to get Brendan back on stage. I would give anything to get Brendan back doing stand up. I would give anything. Honestly, I really would. But big up that there. What's we got here? We got that one. Thanks for the donor, B.
And also, sure, I wanna run it back and make that type of money again, and then pour that out into all the places that I poured it out. I've gotten to do amazing things. I bought 5 of my friends' houses. You know, I've got to help Brendan when Brendan needed help.
Motherfucking you!
Actually, I can't play that. It's gonna make me close down. Somebody mentioned though in the comments, which I didn't think about, which is true. Why would you buy your friends' houses? Especially, what do you say, 4? How many people do you buy houses for?
Put money again and then pour that out into all the places that I poured it out. I've gotten to do amazing things. I bought 5 of my friends' houses.
5 of my friends' houses. It's one thing buying one of your friends a house because that's your best friend. Buying 5 friends' houses, like, who are these friends? Why do they all Why are they even accepting it? Like, it feels a bit cultish, no? Like, why would you be buying 5 of your friends' houses? That's a bit mad. Also, how rich are you really? Like, what? You bought 5 houses, all cash? Really? Seems weird. Seems weird. But big up fucking, what's his face? Aubrey. Interesting. Mark is coming after his 16 grand.
Hella Toxic is the podcast, right?
Yes.
I didn't know you had one. I'm
going to put it up right now because earlier I got in a fight with Luana where she's like, I'm deleting all my comments. I'm like, bitch, you aren't. So I took
Jesus Christ. Aren't they like engaged or something? Or are they married? Are they engaged or married? I got into a fight. Like, how? When are they not fighting? What an interesting relationship. When are they not fighting, I guess? Maybe when they're fucking? Maybe that might be when they're not fighting, but Jesus Christ, guys, man.
Private the episode so that she couldn't retaliate against me in an argument. If you put somebody in front of a camera, and I know the first time I ever podcasted as a solo podcaster, you freeze up or a little bit,
yeah.
Right? You have to learn the art of being like, I'm going to blab nonstop, which is kind of an improv skill. It's like you have to release. It's not so much learning to talk, because Luana can talk for days. It's learning to release the inner critic.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta just be like, puto, cabron, listen, dude. And you just like forget about everything else.
I'm like, Brendan.
I'm not gonna lie. I like how the TMOS guys are always always dropping a bit of Chauvinese, isn't it? I like that their brains are always operating in Chauvinese, isn't it? I love it. They've always got a little Theo. We fit. Oh, so good.
Job is the master of that. He doesn't give a fuck about anything that comes out of his mouth, whether it's true or false, or his opinion or someone else's that he's co-opting. He is great at just put the microphone on. He will fill however long you need with bullshit.
Yeah. So I don't want to put Let me see. Yeah. I just want to. No, I can't. I don't know. I was going to put a poll in the chat, but
I'm reviewing evidence for my labor board suit, by the way. And so because Brendan's like, oh, Mark, who is this guy? Literally, his legal argument is like, barely knew the guy, didn't work for me. Like, I buy him tickets to come on the road, fuck around, but that's not work. So I was looking at this. I'm like, oh, that's crazy because I have 12 hours of you taking photos and doing social media stuff, and you text me to do that, so it's like, do you realize I have the most devastating arguments? But it's like, Brendan, no, if you're watching this, I don't have anything on you, and keep telling your lawyers total bullshit that's gonna lose you $100,000.
Do you want to be? Have at it, but do you want to be talking about your legal case on the pod? You don't care? How is that going?
So fucking stupid.
How's that going?
I got a settlement hearing for the Golden Hour one. For some reason, that was delayed. They combined some of them, but I actually, he's a beast of a lawyer. My friend Rob, who I went to college with, shout out Rob Pebble.
I didn't. Maybe I missed. I didn't see. His time is a blur, isn't it? I didn't know he was around during Golden Hour. Was he? I don't know. I don't know why I thought he wasn't around. Jesus Christ, lazy six pack. I didn't know he was around during Golden Hour. Was he? Shit.
A brilliant attorney, and he's like, I don't say this lightly when I say people are geniuses. You know.
Yeah.
He's so smart that I can barely understand what he's saying sometimes because I'm like, he'll start going off on how he's using AI to create like a structure, like a whole, basically like a service that replaces paralegals, like using AI. And he'll call me from a bar and like start going in it. I'm like, I'm not smart enough.
Are they listening to him? Are they listening to him? People in the stream chat, do you think they're listening to him? Do you think they give a shit what he was talking about? Like, this is an interesting conversation. One of them's looking the other way, one of them's standing behind. Like, are they listening to him? Or are they just like tolerating him? Like, this is so weird. He's really killing the mood, isn't it? Like, they're not, are they like tapped out? Are they already tapped out? I don't know what hour this was on the pod, by the way. It could just be they're tired anyway. But Jesus Christ, man, they're like, they're not really engaged in the conversation, are they?
To understand what you're saying, but I love it.
Yeah.
If I can get 10% of it, but this is who I have. It's like he's an animal.
BGO clearing the room. Clearing the room.
When it comes to legal shit, just because he's so highly organized, like he created a database for me to like upload and categorize every bit of the thousands of pieces of evidence I have to just destroy Brendan Schaub.
God
and it's
damn.
like he has no idea what's coming for him because he didn't see Rob before.
Yeah.
Like he was guiding me to file the case in the first place because I went to him. I'm like, hey, just quick advice. Like, am I allowed to ask for the?
No, he won. That was what did he do? Did he break his arm? Is his arm broken? Is that guy's arm broken? Holy shit. What the fuck was that? Oops, sorry. What happened there? What happened there? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Did his arm break? Tries to get him. What happened there? Oh, we got it. He got it. He got it. He didn't tap. Did he tap? Oh, maybe he's a vocal tap, right? Was it a vocal tap? Maybe it was a vocal tap. That was incredible. I beat your boy. I'm sorry. I beat your boy. I'm sorry. He's doing the sorry hands. I'm sorry I beat your boy. I'm sorry I beat your boy. Yusuf Zala just beat Josh Emmett in like fucking less than 60 seconds, isn't it, I think? Jesus Christ. What was that? What was that? So that was an armbar. Okay, cool. Fucking hell.
16K that you owe me, and he's like, asked me a series of questions. He's like, were there pay stubs? Were there meal breaks? Were there all these normal business practices? And then you deal with and I'm like, no.
An intake. That's hilarious.
Like, and so he's like, so it turns out he's going to owe you a lot more than that if you're willing to fill out this paperwork.
Oh yeah, he calculated your damages, B.
Yeah, and it's like
that's interesting.
But it also was a lesson in like, Brendan doesn't do anything correctly. You open a business, you would think,
no,
like you just go, there's labor laws that you have to, none of that.
Yeah,
none of that.
Doesn't surprise me.
None of it, you know, but all.
But to be fair to Brendan, although he doesn't do the labor laws correctly, this guy also fell out with Brendan in a way that no one else has fell out with him before. Everyone else just walks away. BJO hasn't been able to be fair to BJO, it's not really his fault, is it? If Brendan would have paid him, he would have just walked away. But Brendan's dumb, innit? Like, this BGL guy is clearly, you know, I won't say volatile, but he has his thing, right? If you're Brendan and you want to get this guy as far away from you as possible, or you want to be as far away as possible from him, surely you just pay him, innit? Why would you refuse to pay him? Like, I'm not going to pay you out of spite. And now you're going to end up, like, having to pay him way more out of the labor law thing. For sure, he's going to have to end up paying him way more. He's probably going to have to pay him way more than he actually was meant to, because of the time wasted and distress, whatever, loss of earnings. You know, his lawyer's gonna try and argue all that shit. So he kind of effed himself, really, Brenda. I don't know why he didn't pay the guy. I get he didn't like him and they had a falling out, but he really should have saw the bigger picture and made sure not to let that happen, you know, and just paid him. But he didn't. Here we are.
Also, I'm sensitive to that because I go, I'm being berated about like, you know, hey, you didn't show up at like 11 p.m. on Saturday night for like, you didn't stay through the whole live stream. I'm like, am I an employee or not?
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
you know, how are you berating me in front of a group of people and telling me that everyone, including the talent like Frank Grillo, is upset? Which is an actual text message I have where I was like, oh, the talent is mad at me too for leaving 30 minutes early to
Frank
go edit.
Grillo.
You know, like, I was like, are you stupid? You know, and I told you the other one, which I'll get into, like the other example where he's like, guys, like you're fucking up, like, you know, we need to up the engagement. And then I realized he's like, I'm like, what do you think engagement means in social media terminology? He's like, you know, replying to comments. I'm like, are you sure that's what it means, Brendan?
It's not much of a conversation, is it? It's interesting Tyler's talking. Is that, what do you think that comes from? Is that from the Adderall? Where does that come from? It's not really a style of conversation. It's just like he's just talking. Pick up BGO. Honestly, man, it's fucking brilliant. No dead air with BGO, bro. No fucking dead air. You gotta love him. You gotta fucking love him. Oh, big up Taylor Lewin. Taylor Lewin's out there. Big up Taylor Lewin. The guy that Brendan models himself after, I think, a little bit. Oh, shit. Kash Patel. FBI director's there. Oh, who's that? Who's that lady? Jesus. God damn. Anyway, let's continue. Talking about standards.
And I never
What's this? Talking about standards, B. What's this?
forgot it, and I say it all the time. I've known you now for 15 years almost, maybe, I don't know. Might be almost that much. And when you sponsored Fighter and the Kid, when we were really becoming something, and you said, I said, what do you want me to say about the product? And you said, do you remember what you said? You
Whatever
said,
you want to say.
You said, just be honest.
Yeah.
Be honest with what you think. And that's it. And I went, that's amazing.
And that's
and
how
then,
every company should be. If they're
Every company,
just
but they're
fit,
not.
Don't give us a script.
Yeah.
But you
Don't
took
let
your
us
own
push
product
this.
all the time. Tonight, I'm wearing a True Classic
Now, Brendan, you need a script. I'm not gonna lie, brother. You need a handler and you need a script. Let's be real. Brendan Schaub needs a fucking script. He can't be left to his own devices to advertise somebody's product, services, or anything. He needs a fucking script. Let's be real.
T-shirt, almost without exception.
Dude, you see me in a white tee, it's True Classic.
Hold on, one sec. I got a phone call. One sec. Sorry guys. I got a customer service call. Because I got to change my login for some site that I'm on, and they just called me now, but they need to call back again. Fucking my phone battery died. What an absolute idiot. My battery died. Hopefully they call me back. But the phone died. The phone fucking died mid-call. Okay, cool. Let's continue. Talking about standards B. What's this one? Talking about standards B.
Why? Because it is the best shirt ever made. It fits just right, feels amazing. I've washed it a million times. It looks fresh as hell. And
it's also tailored where you want it, relaxed where you need it. No bunching, no stiff fabric. Okay, just clean, effortless fit that actually works in real life, and it's not.
Big up Jack Donny Jr. Why isn't it, so? Is it Zooters or no Mama? No. I wish it was either, bro. It's just whoa, Mark Zuckerberg is with Andres Pereira. That's amazing. He's randomly in his change room. I don't know what he's doing in there.
Not overpriced. It's just like it's every bit as quality as the designer brands, but not at that crazy price. And you can go to Target.
And that's how every company should be. If
every company, but they're not.
Don't give us a script.
Yeah.
But you took your own product all the time.
Don't give us a script. Let us just do it by ourselves. So is this blonde hair permanent now, right? This blonde hair thing is a permanent thing now, I guess, right? Fuck. 1 second. Oh man. Fuck, my battery died. I should have fucking charged it. Cool. Let's continue. What else we got in here that I missed out on? Look at you guys. Oh yeah, big up
This video.
What's her name again? I forgot her name. Big up her, wherever you are. You're a fucking legend. You're a queen. I don't know why she stopped doing Brendan stuff. Maybe she got over it. Maybe she got a job. Actually, wasn't she starting to be a psychologist, psychiatrist or something? Maybe it has to do with that. But this lady was fucking great, man. She was a great Bapaverse content creator, homeless cat, whatever. She did some really good shit. I don't think a lot of her videos are online anymore, but she did some really good analysis and observation overall. I liked her stuff, man. But she doesn't do it anymore from what I can see, what I can tell. But wish her all the best regardless.
Is in good jest, but it is a critical video of something that Mark Harley is cooking up over on his podcast on the Thick Boy channel called Haters Will Say.
Last week I asked a question. Will I...
This is when BJ was in full Brendan fucking White Knight mode. He used to love defending Brendan, man. It was so embarrassing. I think he probably looks back on this. I'm pretty sure BGL looks back on this with a bit of shame, with a bit of regret. I'm sure BGL looks back on this with a little bit of regret, like, oh, I can't believe I did that.
I expose this person who's the top, or one of the top, don't want to give away his position, one of the most prolific posters on the subreddit. And I said, chime in below with your opinions. Let's democratize this process. Turns out you guys chimed in and you guys were right. I should expose him. And that's what I'm going to do. Oh, dude, he's built for that shit. Like, people don't realize. I look at comedy like genres. It's like, do you not like this song or do you not like country? You know, it's okay to not like country or rap or whatever. You know, all comedians are different styles and genres. So
yeah.
BGL could easily be a Bollywood action star. All the guys were running the bot farms. I definitely missed the boat with a lot of things. I should have just started hitting the steroids heavy at, my early 20s and became a fucking WWE guy. Because now I'm doing like commercials where I'm playing pro wrestlers. I'm like, oh, I should have just fucking done that the whole time.
Oh yeah, dude. I text you about that. You're on a run, man. Yeah, it's awesome, dude.
It's been fun, yeah.
Very cool to see you on TV.
Yeah, did you see the Pistachios one?
Which what?
The Pistachios commercial?
I've seen them all.
Okay.
Yeah. But
I've seen them all, B.
What were they? Is it fun? I know it's a blockbuster question. Is it fun to do that?
Love commercial acting.
Yeah.
Like Ferraro.
I was saying Jaffardo.
That was
great.
Wait, is it spelled giraffe?
Giraffe.
That's one of those things, kind of like chin.
He was getting licked in it. Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Knowing that Australia isn't in Europe, you go, how did you like figure out how to feed yourself?
Yeah,
nice
while
Mexican
not knowing,
man.
How did you
My
like
name
make
is Gerardo. Gerardo, can you get me some
Giraffe.
benzos, please? Benzos.
They're all trying to tell you how to spell it. He got it right, y'all.
Gerardo.
Just Tosto.
Gilardo.
Rarardo. Gerwaldo.
Gerdo's my
Gerdo.
favorite.
Okay.
Look at
God
you
damn it.
guys.
I'm here for
Oh yeah, you didn't spell it right.
Cockfest.
You didn't put any salsa on top of it, so
No.
it wasn't spelled correctly.
I like. Okay, that is probably my favorite joke for the special because it's so. That was like the viral bad joke.
Yeah.
It was like what's a Mexican cookie? A chocolate chip cookie with some sauce on top. It's like
The pillow.
Oh.
because
In case it hurts.
Oh, okay. But thank you.
Sorry.
no, I'm like
Appreciate it.
you know like could there be a worse, lazier joke? Than
Yeah.
that, you know.
No, I mean,
I know he has guns.
Yeah, I don't know.
He definitely has
God.
guns, which is
Jesus
also
Christ.
like when he was claiming that I like broke into his house. I'm like, why would I visit my ex boss who like has AK-47s in his house? Like, what kind of fucking? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, wait,
Says
like,
Gerardo on
why
the
would
board.
why would I go harass like a UFC heavyweight fighter who has an arsenal of weapons?
Yeah.
You know, like, and who's like, father-in-law is like a LAPD officer. Like, what? Like
on the bullet, it was engraved. If you're reading this, you're redacted.
Homeless cat.
Yeah, eat this, homeless cat.
Eat this homeless cat. Okay.
Fuck, man.
Catch this, you blockbuster.
Mark of the jungle, strong as he can be. I just want to bring attention to something that's going on with him that I don't think is ethical, even though he's sitting over there contemplating the ethics and thinking he's being ethical. So we're going to talk about that. Mark Harley potentially blackmailing his audience and exposing members of his audience. This is immoral. WTF, Mark.
All right, be cool. All right, please. Come on. Okay. They're saying that I feed the homeless cats, Luke, okay? I mean, yeah, that's great. That's great. What, are you going to dox me after this? I mean, come on. All right.
Yeah, let's continue. Is that her name, Jess? Yeah. Oh, that's her name. Is that her name, Jess? Yeah. Big up Jess. Wherever Jess is right now. Big up fucking Jess, man. Her voice is needed and very missed in this space. Her voice is needed and very missed in this space. It was good to get some what do you call it? Analytical, psychological, philosophical musings when it came to fucking Bappa and everyone else attached to him. It was really good. It was really good. We miss her. We miss her. Hopefully she brings back some of those videos. Maybe she's taken them down. I'm not sure if she's unlisted them or private them, whatever she's done with them, but hopefully she brings them back up again soon. I want to see that shit again. Relive it. Relive it. SMU Adonis. The SMU Adonis. Adonis. Where is it? No recent. Oh, they didn't call me back. Did they call me back, brothers? Okay, cool. I guess not. Cool. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. The streams I have now are fucking awful on my end, bro. They are being really fucking jittery. Let's see if I can find something else. Bear me 1 sec. I'm trying to quickly see if I can find the stream that isn't shit. Maybe I can do. Oh yeah, it's not gonna work there, isn't it? It's not gonna work anymore, unfortunately. So let's see if I can do a little bit of this one. Where is it? Where is it? Maybe this. Are you gonna work for me? No, you're not gonna work for me. Cool. Let's go back to that one then. Where are you? There we go. There we go. Just wait for me a sec here. Look at this to load. Hopefully it loads correctly. Bish bash bosh. One more click. Are you gonna play? One more click. Are you gonna play? Yep, boom. Okay, playing now. Let's continue. What else we got here? Riyadh. Repeat the same joke 10 more times. Maybe they'll get a laugh. Let's play this one.
You know what Netflix owes to the parents? There should be a warning. Hey, super gay shit, episode 3 with the Stegosaurus. Wouldn't that be fair?
Hey, super gay.
It just pops up. Yo, some gay shit on episode 6. Might want to skip it.
Just you out there. Hey guys.
Hey guys, before we get in this episode, I know you're here for the T-Rex and the
no homophobia here at all. But
listen, it's all good.
There's some gay shit.
But this, Jerry, the main character who's 13, is gonna suck off Dave. 2 minutes in. They're going to start talking Stegosaurus. They're going to start talking about tails. He says, let me see your tail, and he sucks the other kid off. So you might want to skip that episode.
I don't think there's any of that. There was just...
What if I just pop up on the screen? Yo, parents. You're probably no, this is how they should do it. Well, it goes, I pop out of nowhere. Just the screen stops. I go, yo, parents. You're probably not even paying attention. Right now, Netflix sent me here to give you a heads up. Dave's about to suck off Steve in episode 6. Fast forward to fucking minute 333.
Okay, interesting joke, interesting commentary there, observation. Not too much on the funnies, but I guess there was at least an attempt there to be funny. I guess that's a win, right? That's a win, right? Him at least attempting to be funny. I guess that's somewhat a win. Okay, there we go. There's a link that works.
All right, tail the tape for this feature bout is presented by V-Chains. Be better for sustainable choices. Yuri Pro.
Take off the sound because I don't want to get. Because if you leave it on, they're gonna take me down. Let me mute that. 1 second. Let me mute that. Oh, for fuck's sake! Let me mute you. Stop. Honestly, okay, cool. There you go. Finally. They're probably gonna block this stream later anyway. UFC don't play, but if you play even a second. The UFC don't play. If you play even a second of video footage, they'll have your shit fucking down. So most likely the stream's gonna get taken down later. So enjoy it. Enjoy it while it lasts. This ain't gonna last, man. They're definitely gonna take that down. Just because they heard that little bit in the background, they're gonna fucking take it down. Big up Riding Aces. Any chin content? Actually, yeah, there is a little bit of chin content here to tell you about. Courtesy of the After Hour podcast. Let's see if I can find it. The After Hour podcast did mention, even though Chin's not in the episode, they did mention him in the beginning, and they mentioned him a little bit, and they also mentioned maybe what's he's face, why he's got that issues that he's got. What's it called? The After Hour, right? Is it the After Hour? The After Hour. Let me put Chin. I forgot the name of the pod. That's the one, the After Hour pod. So this latest episode they did, Chin wasn't actually on it because Chin was actually he's getting his colonoscopy, endoscope, whatever he was doing. So Chin wasn't actually.
Oh, you get episode. It.
But let's play it anyway because towards the beginning they do talk a little bit about Chin, kinda.
Fun stuff there.
Back to my colonoscopies.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about it here. Come on now, you done?
Oh, I'm 40 now, so I need one of those fucking two. But I'm not you'll stick at home. No Chin today. Chin.
How am I doing?
There you go.
It's just new career. You're doing great.
Thanks, buddy.
No Chin today, folks. For the folks at home, no Chin today. Chin had a.
You got a colonoscopy.
You just got a colonoscopy as well. And after that, you're pretty groggy. I've had 2 colonoscopies.
What? You're 40 now, right?
I'm 40 now. I think.
Because they say get it at 40. Casey's like, is it cool if I go early?
No. Well,
can I just go?
I thought
you'll still put it up my butt if I'm not 40, right?
I think a colonoscopy is different than the thing you have to do at 40.
Endoscopy?
No, maybe
colonoscopy. They always say a 40.
Proctology exam.
Oh, prostate
exam. That's the thing you got to get at when you're 40.
You can't wait.
Prostate exam.
Gotcha. See, that's what I've been thinking Chin's been doing, but I think he's just going for a stomach issue.
By the way, I like how they have the most brilliant conversation topics for their podcast. The most brilliant, asinine, boring, middle of the road, uninspired, just like work conversation you'd have with your work colleagues. You know, like it follows. I kind of like how it's very similar to their bosses. Their bosses create like meaningless podcast content, and they do the same sort of thing. Obviously, theirs is maybe a little bit more listenable because everybody on this cast is more likable. I think, to be honest, everyone is way more likable than Golden Hour to Find the Kid. So you don't mind watching it, but listening to the weight or what they actually say, it's like, oof. They got not much to say in it. Not much to say. These guys, not much to say.
Yeah. It's not the prostate exam. Although I'm 40 now, so I need one of those fucking too. But
Bend over, bud.
Okay. I had a
We
colonoscopy.
can't leave here. We have to do everything ourselves.
True.
Yes.
We're locked in here because of the tripods. The aforementioned tripods. I had 2 colonoscopies. They said I had ulcerative colitis.
That's what Brock Lesnar had.
Oh yeah, he had to get like a length of his.
Oh wait, what
intestines
did you
cut.
have?
Ulcerative colitis.
Oh, he had diverticulitis.
Oh right, different. Basically, I was. Oh nice,
great.
look at Mark. Mark looks great.
Oh, now I can see more.
Hey, look at Mark. Mark looks great.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a good workaround.
Well, could you leave that up there like that?
I could.
Okay, cool.
I could switch to any camera on that TV. God, this is a cool studio.
It is. He was so upset a couple of minutes ago, but now he's like,
No, it's just small. It's just a lot of limitations because it's small, you know?
Well,
Maybe I'll
look, I'm small.
Do you think they pay for the studio? Or is it someone's studio? I'm assuming they do pay for it. Definitely doing it. It's it's a lot of investment just for like a pod that hardly anyone listens to or watches, isn't it? But I guess in their defense, they would say if you invest in the set, if you invest in the production and you take it seriously, then it's more likely that people are going to watch it. Maybe that's what they'll say, in it, right? I guess, or maybe it future-proofs your content. So instead of what I'm doing, what I'm just streaming into a fucking webcam, instead of doing that, if you actually go into a proper studio, it kind of future-proofs it. So in 2 to 3 years' time, whatever, when people look back at it, it won't look dated. I don't know. Just seems like a bit of a waste, isn't it? A bit of a waste of money.
And I don't let it limit me.
Exactly.
They could be doing this all at Nick's house. Maybe Nick's girlfriend or fiance, whatever, wouldn't allow it. But they could be doing all this out of one of their houses. They don't need to be hiring their own studio. But I also like how it appears as if maybe Brendan has told them they can't record in the Golden Hour podcast studio anymore. Or maybe they're on a break. I don't know. I wonder why they're not recording in the Golden Hour podcast studio anymore.
Test. I've never been small, so I don't know, how to deal with it, really.
Yeah.
So.
You'll get used to it.
Everybody go follow us on Spotify. Follow us on
Khalil Roundtree is smashing it.
Apple Podcasts. We want to get those audio numbers up. And of course, thanks to all our patrons and YouTube members getting an extra episode every week not for free, but they're getting an extra episode. It's free once you pay us. Then the rest of them are free. So join there.
Right.
Lots of fun stuff there.
Back to my colonoscopies.
Yeah.
So they thought I had ulcerative colitis. I went to some doctor in Chinatown, downtown LA. Everything on the walls was in Chinese. Every person in there was Chinese, like speaking Chinese.
Khalil Roundtree is throwing some bombs right now, bro. Khalil Roundtree is throwing some bombs. He's trying to put Jiri to sleep. He's trying to put Jiri to sleep right now. He's really going for it.
And the doctor, too, he spoke English, and he was a nice guy, nice fella.
What's pain in your life?
Wow. And so...
What? That's fucking...
That was good. That was good timing. Big up Nick. That was really good. Hey, yo, Jimmy's got a good chin on him, innit? Jimmy's got a really good chin on him. He's been hit with a right, left from fucking... What's his face? Khalil Roundtree, and he's not moved at all.
Chinese. And the doctor, too, he spoke English, and he was a nice guy, nice fella.
What's pain in your life?
Wow. And so...
What? That's fucking...
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything at all.
And, yeah, but it was the only place that was in my insurance copay thing. So whatever. They thought I had ulcerative colitis. Turns out I didn't. I would find out years later after taking medication for years. I was just drinking too much during that time and kind of shitting my pants.
Do you guys know that, by the way? That's how I wanted to play this. So essentially what this guy's describing, Casey, big up Casey, what Casey's describing is the same thing that Chin has said he's got when he went to the doctors. That's what Chin said the doctors told him that he had. So Chin is shitting. I didn't know this was a thing. People in the stream chat, please forgive me. I didn't know you could shit your pants. I didn't know basically you could fuck up your insides by drinking too much to the point where you're shitting yourself. So my question is, why hasn't Bert suffered from this? Why hasn't Bert suffered from this? Why hasn't Bert suffered from this outcome too. Why is it only Chin and Casey have gone through this, but Bert, the machine, hasn't gone through this? I wonder what's going on there. This is kind of wild, bro. And Chin still hasn't figured out. That his problem is drinking. It's taking him. I don't know if he's ever gonna drink, because when he announced that he had that issue to Brendan and Brian, he didn't seem like he actually got it. So I don't know if he's actually even gonna stop. To be fair.
Oh no!
Say the word slower.
And I don't have to be up Chin's butt to know that's his problem too.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good.
Ulcerative colitis. Ulcerative, like an ulcer.
Ulcer
in your colon.
Heiny.
Itis means like inflammation.
Yeah.
So it's basically just inflammation in your colon.
Got it.
Heiny.
So yeah, I'm all good now. Thanks for the folks at home for your concern. I'm fine. I'm not shitting my pants anymore. But there was a stretch there for a couple months where I couldn't go outside.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Who do I? Someone I know.
GSP. Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
Colitis. Knew it was a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Okay. Fucking hell. So Chin was not there in the studio, but even though he wasn't there, his presence was felt, because essentially Casey, one of his best friends actually, had exactly the same thing that he had, because guess what? He was drinking too much too. Fucking crazy, man. Fucking crazy. Jesus Christ. Hopefully Chin gets the drinking under control. Hopefully Chin gets the drinking thing under control at some point. At some fucking point. One can only hope. One can only hope. Lex isn't feeling so well about the world. Is this new? Is that new? Lex Friedman, is that new? That's not new, because I'm blocked, so I can't see stuff. Let's see. Even though I'm blocked, let's see if that tweet is, yeah, it is real. That's real and new, right? Oh my god, he's so cringe, isn't it, Lex Friedman? Look at him. Is that new? That can't be new. Is that new? Yeah, it actually is, and he pinned it as well. It's a new post. He's so cringe. Lex Friedman, feeling down about the world and about myself. Normal human things. I'm sure soon it will be better. If you're down too, sending you love. I'm hiding from the world for a bit. Enjoy the Boston 4 months. Long runs along the Charles River. I think humans are beautiful and fascinating, and for the most part awesome. The internet seems to want to tell you otherwise. I disagree, but I don't have the right words for it. I'll probably do a long episode on Dostoevsky or Dostoevsky, especially Brothers Karamov, at some point to help me articulate this better. I love you all. Always forward. I'm moving to Boston this fall. This guy says, let's go for, oh, shut up. Let's go for a run. Hey, dude, come surf in San Diego or something. You're a freak. Smart people overthink and internalize. People who hide from the world don't feel the need to broadcast it on the internet. Exactly. Even the smartest minds get tired of pretending to make sense. He's not hiding from the world. He's buffering the loop. Every pixel of the post was an algorithm approved grief, a sadness you're allowed to feel because it ends in nothing. 4 leaves, Dostoevsky or Dostoevsky. How the fuck you pronounce Dostoevsky? Is it Dostoevsky or is it Dostoevsky? How the fuck do you pronounce that? Fyodor Dostoevsky. How do you pronounce his name? Please, I need to know how you pronounce it. I need to know how you pronounce this. This is fucking pissing me off. Pronunciation. Dostoevsky. No, not slow. Let's just play. Can you play it?
Dostoevsky.
Ah, Dostoevsky. I was saying it completely wrong. Dostoevsky. Dostoevsky. Oh yeah, big up Koila. Yeah. I've actually got Crime and Punishment here on my fucking shelf. Actually, I've got Crime and I've got what's that? Is it Anna Karenina? Is it Anna? He's the Anna Karenina guy too, right? I'm pretty sure I've got Anna Karenina on my shelf as well. Got 2 of his books on my shelf. Can't pronounce his name. Completed it. Yeah, I think I've got Anna Karenina somewhere as well. But yeah, he's going on a break. I keep coming back to these. Go take care. What's the Charlie? Well, who's the movie 5? Oh, shut up, Carly Cook. Oh, shut up. Any hate here? No hate. 4. But yeah, he's taking a break. Are you guys upset? Or not? Are you guys upset? I don't give a fuck because he blocked me for some reason. I don't know why he fucking blocked me. I'm fucking blocked. Am I blocked still or not? Of course I'm blocked, right? I have to be blocked. I have to be. It doesn't say where's the follow button? There's no follow button, but I'm definitely blocked. If you scroll down, it should tell you you're blocked, right? It doesn't tell you anymore. I'm definitely blocked. That's why there's no follow button here, right? I'm definitely blocked, but it doesn't show it. I don't know why. I'm definitely blocked by this guy. I'm sure I am, but it doesn't show it on there for some reason. It doesn't show it. But yeah, Lex Friedman is feeling sad. Hopefully Rogan kisses the top of his dick and he feels better sometime. Hopefully Rogan kisses the top of his dick and he feels better about it sometime soon. Let's move on from here. Shane and Bert discuss the norm room. What's this? The outreaches isn't reaching.
It's Thursday morning, just a few days after the governor and our senator was here in Portland stating everything is fine. We are not a hellhole. We are not a war zone. So I'm going to just walk through Portland and just see if that's the case. Behind me is a homeless woman injecting heroin into her foot. Knotted out in front of a business. Impossible to get in the front door.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, what?
You gotta hit it clear for a tour?
Do I have to hit it clear? No. A homeless sweep that happened yesterday. The tent here moved.
Do I have a hit of clear? No, I do not. I do not, unfortunately.
Right there.
You to leave the fucking bitch!
Hey, when is the last time an outreach worker ever asked you if you wanted help? Never?
Yeah.
Has anybody ever approached you and offered you help?
No.
It's a homeless woman asking for her mommy. Under a blanket, smoking fentanyl. Somebody is under there. This homeless woman behind me has lost both her legs on the streets. It's face down on the cement. Behind me is a severely mentally ill homeless man who's been on the streets for about 10 years. Cannot take care of himself. He absolutely needs to be committed, but he's not. This is a homeless man on meth yelling at the construction workers. Very symptomatic, chemically induced psychosis probably. Side note, I worked here exactly 21 years ago. We are already into the second year of ending homelessness in 10 years. It's been another 10 years and now another 10 years. Like, how would you describe Portland?
A social free-for-all.
Fucking hell, man. Imagine living there. That looks scary, man. God damn. God bless those people, man. God bless. Oh no, he's out. Oh no, Khalil Roundtree. Oh no, Khalil Roundtree. No. Oh, he's fucked. Look at his face. Oh my God. Khalil Roundtree. No, come on, Khalil Roundtree. Jiri, you don't have to do that to him, Jiri. Jerry, you didn't have to do that to him. You didn't have to do that to him, man. You didn't have to do that to him, Jerry. That's not fair. That's not fair, Jerry. You didn't have to do that to him. Look at his face. Khalil's face is fucked. So lumpy. That's not fair, man. That's not fair. Game Bread, get in. Nah. Game Bread is on his Charlie Kirk thing. Game Bread is on his Charlie Kirk thing. Game Bread is on his Charlie Kirk thing, mate. Why is he so happy? Why is Game Bread so happy? He's on his Charlie Kirk thing right now. Oh. Fuck, man. How did he do that, bro? Jerry's chin is made out of adamantium, isn't it? How did he do that? How did Jerry do that? How did he do that, bro? How did he come back like that? That left hand. How did Jerry come back like that? How did he do that, man? How did he come back like that? How was he losing? How was Jerry losing and then he came back and fucking sparked him with a left? That left was crazy though. Whatever he's doing in the bushes, whatever he does in the mountains, whatever Jerry does in the mountains, whatever stuff he does, rubbing himself with fucking poison ivy, I think it works. Whatever he does with the poison ivy, I think it works, man. I think it works. I don't know how he did that. How the fuck did he come back from the dead? He was getting destroyed. How did he do that? He was getting destroyed. How did he come back from the dead? Wow. UFC's no fucking joke. I feel so bad for Roundtree, man. I feel so bad for Roundtree. I feel so bad for fucking Roundtree. He didn't deserve that, man. He didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that. I feel so bad for Khalil. Fuck. Fuck. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. Chrissy D and Joe discuss. What is he saying here? Oh, he's going to fight the kid Reddit. Actually, he's going to find the kid Reddit. Fuck, Jerry. Fuck, man. How do you do that to my guy, Jerry? How do you do that to my guy, man? Khalil Ramchi, bro. Anyway, but to be fair, that was never going to go to points. To be fair, that was never going to go to points. They were both swinging and banging. So even though Khalil Ramchi was up, that was not a good up to be. That was never going to go to points. Never, ever. They were swinging too hard. What have I missed here? Anything else I've missed here? Before I move on to some YouTube videos, bear with me a second here, brothers and sisters. By the way, if you're watching, what's the like situation saying? I forgot to even check it. What the fuck's the like saying? Because you motherfuckers, you don't like my stuff. How many likes do I have? 21! Jesus. Well, there's only 50 of you watching, so I guess that doesn't matter, but come on, man. Let's get the likes up. Help me out, bro. Get the likes up. Smash it. If you haven't smashed the like yet, please smash it. 2 dads, 1 pod.
I mean, if they're under 17, that gets a little weird. But 17, 18-year-old boy?
18's an adult.
And she has those big tits?
Yeah, 18's an adult, Bob. You're talking about 15-year-old, 16-year-old boys.
15's a little young.
What?
18?
Unless it was me, and I would have been like, well, no.
See, I read these stories. Good God. Those tits don't quit. Dude, when I was a kid, this never had. You ever heard of any shit like this?
I didn't.
And also, none of my teachers had those fucking tits in my face teaching me English, ever. My teachers were warlocks. This is well documented. I had a teacher, and she had cancer of the nose, and her nose fell off.
Yeah, well.
She definitely didn't have those huge heavies. Did you?
I had some beautiful teachers.
No.
Imagine talking about
that never happened.
Imagine talking about someone like that, especially like a former teacher who probably people in your hometown know. whoever he's talking about, people from his hometown probably know who that is. He's probably got family. You know what I mean, it's just like, imagine just talking about people like that. Jesus, this guy, and he wonders why people don't like him. He wonders why people don't fucking like him.
Happens.
I had
I had one my entire
I can
life.
certainly say when I was 14, 15, 16, I lusted two teachers of mine. Lusted.
You'd go home and jack off them?
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
I had one in kindergarten. I was too young. I wasn't whacking it then.
No.
Miss Famularo.
I'm talking about when you're 14, 15, 16, 17, you can have teachers that are 30 and you would give a pinky to
Oh, bro. When I was
At
15,
least I
16,
was.
there could be a good looking couch I'd rub my cock along it.
Yeah, that's right. So there's a lot of that going on. The boys had some fun in that school.
But it said that how many kids are involved?
Did I just see Big J Okerson in the crowd there? Or am I bugging? Did I just see Big J Okerson in the crowd, or was I bugging there?
You know, just everybody, you know, these kids too nowadays are all watching porn at a way too early an age. So they've seen everything too.
Because I would bet half those kids are kind of like,
yeah, the boys.
We kind of had some fun.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is it going?
Yeah. I do have a double standard with
15's
this. As a
if
guy,
that was
like,
a
if
guy,
it's girls, it's like, what the fuck?
Me
But
too. If that was
because I'm a guy, so maybe. You know, if the kid is 15, 16, my son is.
They took these topics are like, aren't they tired about talking this? I feel like I've heard them talk about this topic before, right? Like a hot teacher that gets arrested for fucking a student. Like, aren't they bored of this trope, this story, this topic, this subject? It's been run to the ground, hasn't it?
14.
Look at her.
I can guarantee.
I couldn't be a therapist. Because if that kid came in and was like, she pulled out these big fucking hitters and then these big old heavies and then she maybe put my cock between them. I'm like, right. How old are you? You're 18?
17. No, yeah.
Listen, I'm not going to charge you for it today, but
I think 17 in a lot of states is actually legal, and depending. And I think if you have parental
and she's
consent,
also 32, so she's young too.
yeah, I think if it's parental consent, there's something about. But again, she was also plying them with drugs. This chick is crazy.
Crazy hot. But listen.
I don't know. Bear me a second here. Let's continue. I don't know. I would just get bored of this topic personally. If it was me and I was them, I'd be bored of this topic already. But I guess when it comes to T-Fat-K shit, there is no such thing as being bored. You just keep going. What else we got here? Retired comedian and lifelong malcontent. Kevin, no, I'm not watching no Kevin Brennan content. I refuse. Water.
My elbows stay here now.
I don't need your elbows. You know
that's a
yeah, no, can't do that. Let's skip that one. Brendan gets a take on the Theo thing. We've done that already. We've done the Sludger being sexy in the bikini, sexy. Let's continue. Which one we got here? Buffer's training philosophy. We've done that too. We've done quite a few bits, isn't it? We've done everything on here, I think. Fit Boy Stu's background noise. We've done quite a bit on here, so maybe I'll switch over to the videos. Bear me a second. Yeah, we've done quite a bit already over here. What's that? Level your mic. Your videos are loud as fuck. Really? Okay, maybe I have to unplug because I didn't. Actually, I think I actually got to replace this cable with XLR. I think the XLR is a bit dodge. I'm not gonna lie. I think the XLR is a bit dodge. Let me unplug and unplug again. Then. Mic check 1 2. 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 Okay, that should be a little bit louder now. Or maybe should I put up the fucking gain again? It's already on 13, isn't it? Fucking hell, 14. Okay, let's put it to 15. Fuck it. Let's put the gain up to 15. What, 15, 70. Let's go. There we go. That should be okay. That should be much better then. That should be much better. Alright, cool. Let's continue. Thick Boy parody song. Nope. I'd rather cut my dick with a spoon. No parody songs here. What else we got here? Bobby's one of my closest friends. Yeah, let's play this one.
I love Bobby. Nothing but love for Bobby. Bobby Lee is one of my closest friends. Me and Bobby talk about Bobby's one of my closest friends.
Closest friends.
So real quick, Brian's closer with Bobby. He's always been closer with Bobby than I was. Like, me and Bobby didn't talk like weekly or even monthly. If I saw him at the store, we're always cool. But it's not like if I tell you, which is the truth, I don't talk to Bobby. I didn't talk to him before. So there's no falling out. We were never that close. Yeah.
I wonder if that was a reason. I wonder if that was his justification for trying to fuck Kalila. I wonder if internally his justification for fucking Kalila was that him and Bobby weren't really friends.
I don't have a problem with Bobby. I don't have a relationship with him either. Me and Bobby haven't spoke in a hot second.
Jesus Christ. That whole era, man. That whole fucking thing was fucking beautiful. Yo, who the fuck? I didn't know Corey Sandhagen's gonna fight Marab. He's gonna get eaten alive, no? Cool. I think we've done most of these already, you know? I think we've done. Okay, cool. Let's search what other stream we did to fail. Austin comedy scene, we've done that already. Yeah, let's do this one. Big up Apologia Comedia. Big up Apologia Comedia. Rogan's Fair comedian banned from Rogan's Comedy mothership.
That woke manager who was canceling men, banning men, I believe that he was part of this. So think about when you say, hey, can you give me the data? Can you give me the facts? And his response is, you're banned for life and you can't even text me anymore by court order. I was asking for clarity and for more information on what I did wrong. I literally said, if you can point to something I did wrong, I will apologize and I will stop. And the response is, we're gagging you and we're banning you. And if you come on the premises, I assume I'll be arrested.
Tyler Fisher recently went on the Viva Frei podcast and dropped the news that he's been banned from the comedy mothership. According to him, even if he sets foot back inside, he assumes he'll be trespassed. Fisher's mainly known for his impersonations of Bill Burr, Ben Shapiro, or Jordan Peterson.
That's freaking brutal. Now, I get home, she's watching Oprah, right? I go, can you watch anything else? Nah, she's brutal.
Wrapped his car around a telephone pole because he did not get enough sleep. If only he got a helium sleep mattress, he would not be laying here right now. Use code RIP Greg for 15% off.
Clean my damn room before I start trying an impression of Jordan Peterson.
Outside of those impersonations, I couldn't tell you one of his jokes. His career had a mini blow up after appearing on Rogan, which only happened because Rogan heard of the comedian that was suing his talent agency for discrimination.
Manager scouted me, brought me in. It's called AGI Entertainment, I think.
To be fair, he scammed his way in, innit? Don't. Oh, that's not a lie, right? I think he scammed his way into Rogan, you know. He scammed his way into Rogan. I don't even think Rogan was even. They weren't even friends before. He just happened to get on there because he was a cancel culture guy, right?
And he goes, dude.
He was a victim of cancel culture. That's what he purported to be. And then Rogan, obviously, loving cancel culture, decided to get him on. But he did kind of scam his way on there. Fucking love it. He scammed his way into Rogan, and then later on, he ended up being a big sex creep. Imagine being so much of a sex pest. Imagine being such a fucking weirdo that you get banned from the mothership. when you think about all the comedians who have come through those doors, all the comedians that are still there who are weirdos, imagine being that big of a fucking creep, allegedly. Because that's the reason why he got banned from the mothership, by the way. He's trying to make it seem like he got banned for telling edgy jokes, but according to people in the know, he got banned from the mothership because he was doing some unwanted things to some ladies in there. Maybe being a bit too handy, being a bit too forward, and he ended up getting himself banned because he was scaring away all the hoes, per se.
You're a killer. He goes, you got an acting resume? He goes, we're going to get you on Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I was like, okay, maybe this is finally somebody who's got the balls to fight this shit. Months go by, he calls me and he goes, we hit a snag. He said, we can't have any more white guys, or we're not hiring white guys. We're not representing white guys. And I go, is it company policy? And he goes, yeah. So halfway through the conversation, I take my phone out because this happened so many times. I was losing my fucking mind. My therapist goes, dude, you got to start recording this. You have to record this. It's happening every month. I got a commercial campaign. They go,
he lied
been
so
replaced with a
much,
black
man.
woman.
This is so obviously a lie. I remember we saw it already, but this is so obviously a lie, isn't it? Him just making this shit up. And Rogan bought it again. Where is Rogan's legendary bullshit detector? Is it bogus like his name, Bogan? Where is Rogan's legendary bullshit detector when he needs it?
He goes, you're the guy for the job. It was like
yeah, big up Coiler. I think that was it. I bet he was drunk as fuck, sorry, and being a creeper. Yeah, exactly. I think that was it, basically. I think that was it. Where did I read it? I might have read it on the Reddit first, or someone said it on the video. Maybe I read it somewhere in the Reddit. Maybe it was Kill Tony Reddit. Maybe it was Legion of Skanks. I read it in a Reddit somewhere that allegedly that's from people that have been there. No, he got chucked out because he was being a weirdo. But I could be wrong.
A hosting thing where you got to do impressions. I was perfect for it. They replaced me. So I started, being prepared, and I recorded it, and I got it on tape, and I just.
What did you get on tape? What did he say?
I got him literally saying, we will not represent white men, and it's company policy.
And where were you when you recorded this? Were you in New York?
Yeah, I was in New York. So you're allowed to do it.
Do that in New York?
Do it. Yeah. I didn't even know that.
Do you have to tell them that you're recording? No.
Wow.
After that JRE appearance, Rogan gave him a regular spot at the Comedy Mothership.
Wow.
He was on Kill Tony multiple times, and he worked at the Mothership for about a year until he got banned. Apparently, he was banned months ago, but he is just now deciding to go public with it. The problem.
Wow, man. Honestly, some people, the worst people in the world get blessed, innit? The worst people in the world get blessed. Rogan put him on Rogan for the first thing, put him on the JRE, and then fucking booked him in the fucking mothership. And then he fucked it all up. And now he's trying to act like, and now he's lying. And by the way, he's always been a liar. Probably he's always been a liar. Now he's trying to lie and act like, oh, I was just too edgy for the mothership. That's why they didn't want me. Fuck off.
Is you have to sit through the entire episode just to piece together what actually happened, because when he's first asked why he was banned, he doesn't give a straight answer. Instead, he goes into this vague, long-winded response, blaming it on the woke mind virus, saying the club manager is a leftist, and implying the entire left is out to destroy him.
Do you go to the mothership? Do you go to Rogan's place every now and again?
I was banned.
Go ahead and explain what the F?
Yeah, they banned me from the. I'm kicked out of that club. There's it's the woke mind virus. There's no other way to say it.
How do you get banned from? They have to let you know that you're not welcome there.
Not only banned, a cease and desist order.
Jesus
from
Christ.
The mothership, from Rogan's mothership.
I'm connecting this to Gutfeld in some way, shape, or form because it happened soon after. Like this myism has seeped into the club. The manager of the club, this is the key point, the manager is a far leftist.
I bet he is.
The manager of his comedy club. Now, Joe opened the club. He doesn't run the club. He's not there watching over everybody. The manager is far left. And a comedian came up to me almost violently, and he said, I just found out this guy is like pro-forced vaccine, pro-masking, like violently anti-Trump, anti-Elon Musk. Well, you know my comedy, right? He said this guy is going to try to get rid of people who he doesn't agree with politically.
I doubt the Comedy Mothership's manager is out targeting comedians based off their political
Such a
beliefs.
lie.
Joe and
Such
Tony are
a
at the top of the
lie.
food chain there, and they're as far right as it gets.
Exactly.
If political leanings were the issue, half the lineup wouldn't even be on stage.
Exactly.
And honestly, it's not a great look to keep building your entire career around being canceled. This is the third major bridge he's torched with an employer. First, there was suing his talent agency for discrimination. Then between that and the mothership came his fallout with Greg Gutfeld. Tyler used to be a regular on Gutfeld's show until earlier this year when he tweeted, after almost 2 years, I will no longer be on Gutfeld's Fox TV show.
This guy's falling out with everybody, isn't it?
Sadly, they have gone full woke and kicked me off for a reason that is beyond hard to believe.
I love the woke thing, isn't it? Woke is just, saying someone's gone full woke is just an excuse for you being a wanker, isn't it? I was a wanker. I'm not willing to acknowledge or accept that I was a wanker, so I'm gonna say everyone that falls out with me is a wanker. Is a wokey. Wokey leftist mind virus. It's like, no, you're just a fucking wanker.
Leave. What was my woke crime? I asked an employer out for coffee. So it does feel a little weird that he claims Gutfeld banned him for just asking a coworker out for coffee, because later in the same podcast he admits he was mentioned in the T app for hitting on women at the mothership.
Have you heard of the app
Really? No way. He got exposed on the T app. That's incredible. Shame. That's so funny. He got exposed on the T app for being a creep on the girls of the mothership. Oh my. I don't know about you, but I think just as a tip there for most guys, I think if you work at a bar or a restaurant, you don't really have to hit on the girls. If you just chill and cool and easy to talk to, you'll get an opportunity. You know, like, you don't need to be aggressive. You really don't. I don't know if you guys agree, but having worked in a couple bars myself, like, you don't need to like do anything. Just be cool, man. Like, be chill. It's not that difficult. The fact that I can't believe he got banned from the mothership is fucking gross. That's like getting banned from the mothership is like getting chucked out of fucking Skankfest, you know? It's like, as a comedian, it's like getting banned from Skankfest. Like, how do you get banned from Skankfest? Like, what the fuck?
Did you see that whole scandal? A comedian puts a post about me on there. A fake post, nothing even criminal. Just said that I hit on women at the comedy club. I hit on women. You saw it. You saw me do stand up?
Yeah.
You remember after the show, I stand outside. I follow me on Instagram. I take photos.
To me, it sounds less like woke cancel culture seeking his destruction and more like a pattern. Tyler said it all came down to a 45-minute HR-style meeting with the club manager. According to him, the manager told him the T-app rumors could become a problem for Rogan. And honestly, it sounds like the manager just wanted him to say, yeah, I've done that, but I'll stop. Instead, every time Tyler denied it, the manager got more annoyed. To make matters worse, Tyler brought in a lawyer, and that was basically the last straw. And soon after, he was served with a cease and desist.
He wouldn't tell me what I did wrong. He wanted me to give a false confession. So on the call, this guy says, "You're aware that this T app, you're a problem. You understand you're a problem with women." And I said, "You're telling me an anonymous post on an app meant to destroy women?" He said, "This is going to hurt Joe Rogan. He's going to be furious, and you're going to hurt the reputation of the club."
Exactly.
So every time I explained to him that this was false, he got angrier and angrier, refused to tell me what I did wrong. So here's what I did. I sent an email to him and the comedy booker who was on the show. I said, "Guys, here's what we talked about on the email. You told me this anonymous T-app post is going to destroy my reputation, your reputation, Joe's reputation. I've hired a lawyer to find out who posted it to get it removed. I didn't threaten to sue Joe. I didn't threaten to sue the company, anything." His response was, the attorney of the club We don't have to tell you what you did wrong.
Wow.
We don't have to tell you who complained. And we are giving you a court-ordered cease and desist.
Yeah, but they don't. Legally, they don't, though. That's the truth, right?
You're not allowed to in the club, and you're not allowed to reach out to anybody at the club. Just silence. That's it.
I mean, that's how it usually goes when you bring a lawyer into a business dispute. The mothership probably had no choice but to loop in their own lawyer, and then bird law ensues.
Now let's say you and I go toe-to-toe in bird law and see who comes out the victor.
As the podcast goes on, the picture starts to come more into focus. It seems like Tyler could have ended this mess and probably kept his spot if he just de-escalated. Instead, he fought back, as it seems that's what he's been programmed to do, and to blame woke cancel culture. He did take some solid advice from comedians at the mothership and called Joe. It seems like all Joe really wanted was for Tyler to admit what he did and agree to fix it moving forward. But Tyler kept refusing to own up to what they were alleging, and at some point, even Joe snapped.
The complaint was hitting on women aggressively. That was how again, the woke shit. You hit on women aggressively. I said, what does that mean? What is he couldn't.
Come on, man. This guy. This guy is awful. Where the fuck did he come out from? Where the fuck did he come from? What is wrong with him, man? What a weirdo. What an absolute... Essentially, they would have kept him. That says more about the mothership than him, though. The mothership is a real place of scumbags, because it sounds like if he would have said sorry, and if he would have acted somewhat remorseful and tried to correct his ways, they would have probably kept him on board. But he refused, and here they are. What a weirdo, man.
Define it. You have to understand the woke. You got to be thinking in the mind of a schizophrenic person. They're not grounded in reality. If they decide you're evil, you're evil. When the comedians found out about this, the top level ones, they were speechless. They're like, you need to fucking call Joe immediately. I called Joe. I told him what happened. I said, Joe, it's not true. You think I'm standing in a crowded lobby? The place is like the White House. There's armed guards. There's security. There's people. The people that run the club, by the way, and this is a setup for disaster. Comedians, open mic comedians, are the staff at the club. Okay.
What's wrong with that?
So they are the ones that.
Isn't that how it works in all clubs?
That originally painted my interactions with fans as hitting on aggressively. We get Tyler out of here. We just opened up. I have free reign of the place.
Jesus.
These are woke leftist comedians, non-binary, trans, all of it. It's a circus there. And so when I called Joe and I said, Joe, this isn't true. And he said, the only reason you're doing this after the shows is for chicks. He wasn't hearing it. Look, I love Joe. I really do. I really do. But he made up the decision. I'm not getting involved. You did this. We're not talking about it. Cut it out. And I said, look, that's not what I'm doing. But sure, I won't hit on women, whatever. I said, I'm not going to stop standing outside. I'm not going to stop.
I'm not going to stop catcalling. I'm not going to stop lowering my hand to the arch of their back. I'm not going to stop asking sexually explicit questions or making, sexual innuendos. I'm not going to stop. If I see some big fat titties, I must say those are some big fat titties. This guy is the worst, bro. There's nothing worse than working in a place where there's a guy that can't turn it off. There's probably nothing worse, I think, as a woman. There's probably nothing worse than working with a dude who just can't turn it off. Like, fucking no, relax.
I'm thanking the fans. It's how I have a career. I've collected 10,000 emails by hand after the show.
I'm sure Tyler gets approached by a lot of women just because he's kind of famous. The problem seems to be he wasn't exactly low-key about it. Which is weird because surely he's not the only comedian at the mothership capitalizing on a little fame. Even with the Gutfield situation and the T-App drama, it seems like they were mostly fine with him sticking around. All they really wanted was a promise to calm things down. The host of the podcast even comes to Tyler's defense, but Tyler's response probably wasn't the best move given the situation.
I've known you since well before this. I've seen you in real life interacting with people.
Yeah.
And I would be shocked and appalled if it turned out that you are some sort of sexual degenerate that I never knew about.
I'm a very sexual person. You know, like I love sex.
I'm a very sexual. What? Just keep that yourself for now, brother. Keep that for now. Keep that yourself. For now, keep that yourself. We get it. We get it. Stuff makes your dick hard, but for now, keep it yourself.
I love women. But again, I want you to just note 2 key points. Both of these times, what did I do? I asked for clarity. I asked for more information, and I asked to come to the table to have a discussion. Canceled, smeared, gagged.
So Tyler just won't stop blaming cancel culture. He could take a page out of Shane's book, admit it sucked, own your mistakes, and move on. Shane did that, never burned a bridge, and it worked out great for him. Instead, Tyler comes off like he's reading from a legal playbook. Every word is measured, framed as if all he wanted was clarity and a discussion at the table, which of course makes sense if he actually admitted wrongdoing. He knows he'd have zero legal standing if he got fired afterward. He even admits he felt bad about recording the HR conversation, because he said the booker was on the call. He doesn't say him by name, but unless there's 2 bookers at the mothership, it was Adam Egget. According to Tyler, Egget wanted to keep him. But then he mentions that in that call with Joe, he tells him he recorded that HR conversation.
Jesus
that seemed to be the
Christ.
last straw for Joe.
By the way, this broke the heart of...
Jesus Christ, this guy's a fucking idiot, isn't it? This guy's a fucking idiot. This guy's a fucking idiot. He recorded the HR conversation, then told Joe Rogan. Smart.
The booker, who I love, and I'm like in pain for him. He tried to save me. You know, he was on the call. I didn't know he'd be on the call because I really love this guy, and I still had to record it. But at the end of the day, they got rid of me. So whoever's on the call is on the call, and it's on tape. But
someone in the chat says, "Are you allowed recording in Texas? It's a one-party consent state. Only you don't need the permission of the people on the other end."
No, I knew that.
Did Rogan hear the recording of the call with the manager at his club?
No, but I told him I recorded it. Again, I'm like, I'm not going to lie about any of this. I called Joe. I said, Joe,
Please, Corey Sanders lost.
Basically, HR
Is
call
Corey
for
lost?
45 minutes.
Is Corey lost? Is Corey lost? He's still up. Corey's still standing. Wow, big up Corey. Big up Corey Sanderhagen. Another one with a strong chin. How is he still standing, bro? How is he still standing? Corey Sanderhagen on the ground. Merab is all over him. Merab is all over him like a rash.
Because I hit on a girl in the lobby. I said, Joe, I recorded it for my own protection. I'm not going to do anything with it. I never would have imagined there'd be a cease and desist order. And so at least I have it. At least I have it. Like,
it's kind of funny that he immediately points out he knew Texas is a one-party consent state, especially since on his first Rogan appearance he claimed he had no idea.
Where were you when you recorded this? Were you in New York?
Yeah, I was in New York, so you're allowed to do it.
that
You're
in New
allowed
York?
to do it. Yeah. I didn't even know that.
Do you have to tell them that you're
No,
recording?
I didn't even know that.
No.
Wow.
That alone might explain why they just banned him. You can almost hear Joe thinking, yep, this is going exactly where I thought it would. It gets even clearer why they let him go. Tyler admits he didn't hang out in the green room much, avoided socializing, and he called the green room toxic. Honestly, it sounds like he and the mothership just weren't a good fit, which, given the pattern of events, feels like the simplest explanation.
I did my best to be an asset to the club, and I stayed out of the gossip. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I stayed out of the green room, which could...
That's worse, to be honest. That's way scarier. If he was doing all of that and he was completely sober, he was doing that all off ginger beer and Diet Cokes and lemonade, that's even scarier. I'm not gonna lie. That's even, if he was being that much of a sex pest without anything in him, get the fuck out of my club. I would have banned you too, bro. Get the fuck out of my club. He wasn't even on the 2C. He wasn't like, no, you need to leave right now.
Could be very toxic. There's a lot of shit talking. And so, what's funny is I stayed out of trouble and I would be in the lobby waiting for the show to end. And that's where they got me. That's where they took their, character assassination attempt.
That's all I got.
Anyways. Yeah, that guy messed up his own career by himself. Rogan really helped him out, man. He fucked it all up for what? For some feels. Like, come on, bro. Relax. Anyways, people, I'm gonna wait for this Merab fight to be done, but I think I might bounce after this. It's getting late. It's like 5 a.m. here. I need to start deregulating and close the window and shit. So we're gonna probably stay and watch this Merab fight. Then I'm gonna chill for a bit. Okay. Oh, big up everybody watching. Please like the stream. Please like the stream if you can. 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 That'd be greatly appreciated. Like the stream. Like the stream, please, if you can. Like the stream, please, if you can. That'd be greatly appreciated. That would be greatly appreciated, my friends. Oh my god. Corey Sandhagen looks like he's getting absolutely pieced up though, I'm not gonna lie. Man, like Corey looks like he's getting absolutely pieced up. Pieced up so badly here. Kind of feel for him, not gonna lie. Kind of feel for my guy Corey. Kind of feel for him. He's looking absolutely battered. He looks like he's getting battered, man. Absolutely battered. Merab looks very fresh as well. He's bouncing up and down. Merab is bouncing up and down, looking very fresh. Is this the third round? It's the third round, right? Yeah, third round. Third round starting now. Jesus Christ. Allow paste. Push. Sidekick. Okay, a couple sidekick attempts there from Merab. None of them connected, but he's still doing the thing. Yeah, big up Jose Lopez, exactly. Great stream. Charge your phone, Mr. What? Yeah. I need to. I got a new pair coming in. I got a new pair of whites coming in. Hope I have them by Monday. I got a new pair of whites coming in. Hopefully have them by Monday. I need to get a few more. Actually, when I get a fucking PO box, you motherfuckers need to send me some white shades. I need to get my PO box sorted out. I wanna receive some white shades. Whatever you can get them, joke shades, whatever. I need white shades, as many as possible. I want to have a box full of just different white shades, from all types of places and sites and wonders and shit. That's what I need. I need all the white shades. Yo, Corey Sandhagen's got like a good chin on him, innit? A good fucking head. Corey Sandhagen's got a good head and a good chin on him, I swear to God. A lighter person, a less stronger person would have died. Oh yeah, big up Chris. Is it 1-1? In terms of fucking rounds and shit, yeah? Alright. Oh, big right hand there from Merab. Overhand. Dun. Oh, nice left there. Nice, good combos there from both. Chris Sandhagen's not really finding his range though with the Merab. I think Merab's ducking a lot of it. Unfortunately for him. Oh, nice. Fucking hell. Oh, Merab going for the single leg there. I love that switch though. That switch from the single to the double is fucking beautiful. Switch to the single to the double, grabs the fucking waist. That's some expert level shit there. Expert level shit. Okay, cool. I'm going to end it there. It's nearly 5 anyway. I can't wait for this to end. Oh, my back is killing me as well. Smash the like button, hit subscribe, get in on it, get on it. I'll see you guys again later on today. Actually, when I'm probably up, I'll be back again. When I'm up, I'll be up. And I got to do my tag show as well. That I fucking didn't get to do. Cool. Big up everybody. Smash a like, hit subscribe. Don't be lame. Smash a like, hit subscribe. Don't be lame. Smash a like, hit subscribe. Don't be lame. Peace.